Oh, hello, guys.
Howdy.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. So, Wednesday, and here we are. By the way, before the anthem, that was King Scott's Margaritaville.
Thank you.
How about that? It was great.
So good.
Thank you for letting me.
Dude, we turned it up here and ripped off the knob.
Yeah, man.
I started crying halfway through it. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
She heard "Searching for My Lost Autopsy Song."
And I appreciate Rafe throwing his panties at me.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
very good.
I always wear 2 pair for a special occasion.
All I'm imagining is King Scott on stage, maybe at the amphitheater when everybody's lighters up.
Yep.
Oh, they
Yeah.
don't do that anymore. Everybody's phones up.
Phones,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody's phones up on the lawn. The lawn is just lit up with phones, and Scott's up there with a acoustic guitar, long flowing hair,
It's
singing
gonna be
Margaritaville.
beautiful, man. The tears and just the lights out there. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward
And
to that. moment.
Scott's going to announce right now that his first Margaritaville restaurant's going to open up at the Cancun
Get out
airport.
of town.
very
So,
soon. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
yeah.
excellent.
Cancun, Iowa. It's gonna be yeah go on out
Cancun,
there.
Iowa. That's right.
Cancun, Iowa.
Right there in the airport. Dude, Scott's going to become a billionaire off that song. You watch.
Yep.
Oh, I
I
know.
received that. You know that? Thank you.
Dude, you have such a pretty voice, though, and
Wow.
all of these, songs that you write are just I'm impressed. Like every time. I mean, I told you, Rose Gold Gun comes up just in my Apple Music
amazing.
shuffle, and I do not skip.
You know what? I'm going to say it's a voice of a generation.
It is. You are.
Thank you.
And I mean that
No,
sincerely.
Lern,
The
Thank you
greatest
so much.
generation.
The greatest.
Oh, no.
Second
Unfortunately,
greatest generation.
most of your
newer
fan base
one.
is about to die
It
off.
is Margaritaville.
No.
A more recent one would be cool.
Sorry, dude. You don't get to pick your demo.
Oh,
Yeah, as he's leaving the stage singing a big hit song, he goes, "See you soon."
oh God. Mortality's awesome.
No, download Margaritaville
Yeah, it's now everywhere. And,
wherever you stream your songs.
yeah, and throw it up on Instagram as well. Make it your background in reels. Have fun. Yeah, we can make something good out of this.
I wasn't a Jimmy Buffett fan, but I'm a King Scott fan. So
I'm with you on
Yeah,
that.
I like King Scott better than Jimmy
me
Buffett,
too.
I'll be honest
Let's
with you.
just get this out. Let's air this out now.
Whoa, whoa.
This is not a Jimmy Buffett fan base on this show.
I walk
Oh, no,
past
no,
the,
no. Bubbles up,
I
baby.
walked past the Margaritaville restaurant in Vegas probably 7 times, and I'm not kidding. I was like, you know what? If they were playing this King Scott song in here,
I'd stop by.
I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But until then, I
Until
will
then.
not try this menu.
Right.
So he's got that big the Jimmy Buffett or the estate of, he's got that big Margaritaville down at Lake of the Ozarks now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Has anybody been there?
I have. I stayed there a couple years ago.
You stayed
When
there?
it
Oh,
was,
that's right, because it's a Tantera.
Yeah, it's at
Right,
Santerre.
but you stayed there as a Margaritaville?
I stayed there. I was interviewing REO Speedwagon, and so I had to stay somewhere, and the station put me up at Margaritaville.
But was it Margaritaville?
I believe so, yeah.
Or was it that? What is
It
it?
used to be Tantera
Four
for-
seasons or something.
for decades,
now.
and then it changed to something else briefly, and then Margaritaville.
Because I heard it was kind of run down.
Really?
Tantera was run
or
down.
old.
We took the family there just a couple years ago, but like in between Tantera and whatever it is now, and it was was
Maybe
old, dude.
maybe not run down, not updated.
No, it's not
that's
updated.
yeah,
Not
it wasn't
updated.
run down. It was
It softens out a little
it
bit.
was old enough that my entire family had the water park
Eclectic.
and the bowling alley to ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
cool.
you know, that's sweet. Whatever. It felt like I was taking the kids to something that I went to in the early 90s.
Step back in time.
That's kind of fun.
I would like to say no wider sentence has ever been uttered than I interviewed REO Speedwagon at a Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Tantera.
I'm so white.
She said it out loud. I was like, my God. Dude.
Yeah. No, I know.
I interviewed REO Speedwagon
And
at a
Crypto
sounds
Bro
like a
just
great
got his
song.
wings.
I'll never forget though, because so this is actually a really funny story. So I'm interviewing Kevin Cronin and REO Speedwagon, and it's 4th of July. Okay, so we were at Lake of the Ozarks, and my buddy Joe is there with me, and we went to the venue, the Ozarks Amphitheater, to see the show. It was being streamed on CNN, and Backstage, REO Speedwagon had like a spread of food like a band does.
Damn, REO Speedwagon, 4th of July at Margaritaville.
I mean,
damn.
it was
That's the
a
biggest
good
show of the
time.
year.
I'm standing up and putting my hand over my heart right now.
So
Whoa.
as the day is winding down, and they had these like pork chops and steaks out in the table, and flies are
Wow.
on them. This is like late in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah.
They've eaten. It's all over. So that night I go back to Margaritaville and I get in bed. And I'm laying in bed and I start hearing something outside of my door. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I hear these drunk girls walk by and they're like, oh my God, like, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, oh my God, like, what's going on? And I open the door. It's like 1 a.m. I open the door. It says Lern spelled out in pork chops, stolen Oreo Speedwagon pork chops outside of my door on pizza boxes. That my buddy Joe had pranked me. He stole Oreo Speedwagon's pork chops and then stole enough of them to spell out Lern with the meat.
And the drunk girls, I got
What does it say? What does it say?
We are definitely coming back
Oh,
here.
and I was like so afraid that mice and rats were going to be coming up in my room because these meats were.
Hey, don't call
It was
their-
just David
his fan base
Hasselhoff
that.
on the floor eating them one at a time.
I thought you were going to say that Jimmy Buffett actually does turn down service at every market. He's really hands on
too.
Jimmy Buffett was there. He's actually offering more towels.
Yeah, he gave me the
wish.
newspaper in the morning.
Wow.
I'll have to show you that.
Really
photo.
cares about all his properties.
I'm assuming whatever the Oreo Speedwagon at Margaritaville buffet had a ranch fountain.
Oh yeah.
Had to, right?
That was
Oh,
the
of
centerpiece.
Of course.
Ariel Speedwagon at Margaritaville. Damn, man, that'd be a good show.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it was cool.
I would 100% go. to
Me
be
too,
clear.
dude. Ariel Speedwagon's got some hits.
It was like the
bangers.
first show. I think it was 2021. So it was like the first show I'd seen since like COVID shut down the world. So yeah, it was great.
Dude, they open up with Roll with the Changes. The hair on my arms would stand up.
Oh, riding the storm
Roll,
out.
and Margaritaville? Damn, dude.
It was awesome.
We were just talking before the show. Moon went to go get an MRI on his leg.
On the knee. Yeah, with the ACL.
And, what'd they say? You're going to have surgery eventually, right?
Yeah, I assume so. So, like, I had seen my surgeon a couple weeks ago because this happened at Point Fest on the backflip from the Greek Fire Show, and I was like, it doesn't feel right, but I'm just gonna let it go. It's gonna heal itself. It's fine. And then I realized I can't run. I can't
my
run
God.
because it just feels.
Moon likes to run, too.
It feels
everywhere.
weird. So I went to the doc.
This boy's always running.
Well,
Dumps it.
he grabbed
Dumps
my
hard.
leg. He grabbed my one leg. Was like, oh yeah, that's super solid. And then grabbed the other one and went like that, and it just went.
Oh, jiggled.
Yeah, like a broken hinge. So he's like, yeah, I don't think there's an ACL there. We'll get the MRI just to make sure and have like the full picture. So I went for the MRI
right,
yesterday and an ultrasound on something else.
MRI. Have we all had MRIs before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you?
That's fun.
Rafe, in the tube. Like you go in the tube.
Yeah, I think
You-
I got one for my gallbladder.
Yeah, you'd remember. It's a giant magnet tube that you're claustrophobic.
Where you're actually inside it.
Yeah.
I feel like no. I feel like I went into something else. It was a ring, but I only went into like right where my gallbladder was. Like I was not
Oh,
inside.
so maybe you had
it
an
didn't
open
feel like
MRI.
I was in a maybe that's what it's called. I didn't have anything where I went inside the coffin.
Yeah, mine was cool because I got a fire extinguisher given to me, some knives, some spoons.
Whenever anybody goes into an MRI, because of this show, they think of the fire extinguisher.
Dude, the funny thing is,
Oh, you've never heard of the?
oh man,
Me neither.
No.
we.
Go on.
We'll tell you these stories, and I'll tell you they were in my head the entire time I was there. And of course, it's not going to happen. I mean, they're doing a million of these a day. And the funny thing is, I went in, and the gal's like, "Hey, come on back. We got to walk over here." And I was like, "Hey, you like what you do?" And she said, "Yeah, I really like being in imaging." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, man. I got a buddy that works over here, or somewhere close that loves it too." And sure enough, he popped in, which was lovely timing. Because when she was asking me, do you have any screws in your body? Do you have any this? Do you have a heart a pacemaker? Like basically, do you have anything in metal in your body
Right, that
that's
we
going
need
to
to know
come
about?
ripping through your
Yeah,
flesh?
yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember this story. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm even though I have nothing metal in me, I'm sitting there going,
You're still trying to take inventory.
no. And
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
and she's
I
like,
don't know. I'm not sure.
Right.
yeah, it's like has this ever happened to you? And I'm like, no. I mean, these are obvious no's, but I'm still kind of nervous. So thank goodness my buddy came in and said hello, and I got to hang out with him because it kind of took the. No, man, I got no metal in me right
Right.
now. I mean, except for the screws from the first.
Yeah,
surgery.
when you are loaded into the tube, I mean, it's a coffin.
Yeah.
It's a coffin, and I had an MRI once on my back, and you're so powerless.
yeah,
You feel so powerless.
You can't move.
You can,
Yeah.
They tell you to stay still. You're slid into the tube. The ceiling of the tube is maybe 3 or 4 inches from your face.
Yeah.
And you're hearing what sounds like construction sounds. It's a giant magnet.
Yeah, that's what I forgot about. It's the sounds. It's the sounds that, like, I think
Rattle you.
probably take people over the edge. But I will say, man, they are so cool about it. They're like, yo, here's music, here's the thing that you can instantly shut it off. I mean, they like put you at ease in 100 different ways.
Well, and they asked, hey, do you want headphones?
Yeah, I got
what kind of music do you like?
I got some
Yeah,
chill
mine
music.
forgot. So whenever I got out, she's like, "Oh, I forgot to give you the music stuff."
Oh, I listen to death metal.
Nice.
Oh, I got
The
super
heavier the better.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
I got super chill like
Did you just
study
focus
music.
on breathing?
No,
That's
you
what
know,
I did.
you know what's funny is I just kind of zenned out. And here's the other thing: I forgot to take off this ring, and I don't know what this is made of. But they're like, it's no big deal, whatever. But when they slide me in, all I thought was, I don't want this ring in the very center of this thing. So what I did is I crossed my arms over my shoulders, so I look like a
Like
corpse.
you were dead.
So I look like a corpse in there, and I
Yikes,
just
man.
decided to kind of zen out, and I was like, you know what, this music's cool. I'm just gonna like take a half nap, right? Just kind of turn the brain off and
Yeah.
just zen, dude. And
Oh, coffin nap.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I started to zen, and then that's when the noises happen, and I forgot because they're all different too. Because they'll come in your headphones and be like, okay, here's one that goes for about 3 minutes, and it goes gah, 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 gah.
Yeah, it sounds like
oh my
road work being
God.
done.
Yeah.
But the MRI is a giant magnet, and there are stories of MRI accidents
Yeah.
where something not properly secured in a room will then be sucked into the giant magnet, which you are in powerless.
Yep.
And there's the story of the fire extinguisher that was sucked into the MRI, killing somebody. And you know what? We've told the story a million times, and maybe it's one of those, we've told the story 1,000 times, you've heard the story 1,000 times secondhand, and that's not really what happened.
Yeah, it sounds doubtful, but
But the story is, because I looked it up, it's an oxygen tank and a 6-year-old kid.
for some reason I thought it was an old guy.
No, boy, 6 years old. This is from 2001, killed in freak MRI accident. A 6-year-old boy died after undergoing an MRI exam at a New York area hospital when the machine's powerful magnetic field jerked a metal oxygen tank across the room, crushing his head.
Wow. That's terrible.
Freak accident, one time thing, 22 years ago.
But-
Jeez Louise.
We had a story back in February of an incident in Brazil. But this doesn't seem to be anybody's fault but the guy that was in the MRI.
Did he have some metal in his body and didn't tell anybody?
Man dies in Brazil after MRI triggers handgun, shot by his own gun.
oh, that's right.
What?
Brazilian lawyer and gun advocate has reportedly died after being shot by his own gun he brought into an MRI room.
Wow. He was a gun advocate.
Gun advocate.
That sounds like it.
I got to take my
40-year-old
gun
guy
with me
accompanied
everywhere.
his mother to a Brazilian diagnostic center for an MRI scan. Medical staff asked this guy and his mom to remove all metal from their bodies,
And he's like,
as is protocol. Oh, yeah, I know you're going to do.
Nice try.
yeah, right, in Portuguese.
Whatever. He
Not today.
They're trying to get me to set this down so they can take it. Portuguese.
Portuguese.
No, sir, this is very important.
No obrigado.
I know my rights. So they
Boa
said,
tentativa. I looked it up. It's boa tentativa.
Also a good meal.
so they said, hey, do you guys have anything metal on you? If you do, you have to take it to the other room and leave it there.
Right.
And he did. He everything but the gun.
Whoops.
He did not disclose that he was carrying a concealed weapon. And when the machine started running, his mom was in the machine,
Wow.
Oh, man.
and he was in the room. As soon as they turned that machine on, the gun discharged, killed him.
So did the magnet
Oh, my gosh,
pull
it
the,
killed him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say shot him in the leg or something.
Oh, no, killed him.
Oh, my.
Did it pull the bullet out and that's how it happened? Like how does the magnet turn
He
a gun
probably
on?
had the hammer back, I'm assuming.
Or I wonder if it just pulls the trigger. I mean, but he had it.
Oh,
It was
if it was
loaded.
aimed a certain way.
Like this dude had it in a chamber.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're going to conceal carry, I guess you do. Have one in the chamber ready to go, man.
Just curious.
It's Brazil.
Man.
You never
Where
know.
he had it pointed in the holster that it would have.
Hey,
been
you know
a kill
what?
shot. You know,
Could have hit an artery.
could have.
Probably that thigh.
Shot down, artery.
Well-
you blew it out. But you're in a hospital.
Well, yeah, but they probably didn't even notice him for 8 minutes because there's bap, 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 bap going from the MRI.
Man, that's wild, dude.
I'm trying to see where it hit him.
You can have my gun when you pry it from my cold dead. Ow!
And I'm and you can have my gun.
Here you go, take it.
You can have it. You can have it.
From the floor of the MRI room.
I was just kidding. Oh man, that's messed up.
Well, if you're on your way to the MRI center, enjoy. Just be careful.
Leave your gun at home, please.
Leave your gun at home.
Or just maybe you take it with you. Just put it in the tray. You know.
You have anything metal on you? Yes. Yes, I do. Here's my 357.
In
Thank
all honesty, though, and like I said, I got to see my buddy, and Mike is the best. Hello, Mike. And
Mike.
And I want to make sure.
Shout out to Mike.
I want to make sure.
MRI Mike.
I want to make sure we're not like scaring people from his business because, dude, modern medicine freaking rules. We just looked at the inside of my knee.
It does.
And
listen,
nothing
you can be
happens.
scared of anything. Accidents happen.
Yeah.
Honestly, what you do is lose a little bit of sleep, watch an extra movie the night before, and then just take a nap in there. Because it was kind of nice. I kind of just relaxed and got some rest.
Did you guys have to drink the gray liquid? It was like almost like melted plastic.
The contrast? No. Not for
Is that barium?
Not for the knee. It used to be barium. There's
That
something
stuff
else
is
too.
so gross.
I had to do that for something else recently. What the heck was
Or
it?
it lights you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I have to do that for?
Maybe colonoscopy.
No, it's
No,
different
that was
than that.
something else.
Oh, I know. I'm kidding.
Mine, I had to
I
do
had
an
a-
injection in my shoulder, so they put that stuff in there.
Oh, this is actually you drink it.
Yeah, I had
And
one
it's
where it
gray.
lit up
Chalk.
my shoulder.
And it's
It
like
tastes like chalk?
thickest stuff. It's gray, I think.
Yeah,
And
I think that's barium or
whenever I had an
something like that.
IUD in, the whole reason I got my MRI is because there was like they wanted to look at the placement of it, and so because it was bothering me, and I had to like chug down this big, just 2-liter bottle of that stuff. Disgusting.
Yeah.
I love it. I have it every morning.
Yeah, that's what he drinks.
That's what I put
He's
in
a
my
freak.
exploder. Barium. Boom! That's a barium exploder enema.
Listen, it is a scary world out there, and you just got to, I don't know,
Just chill.
Our friend of show, Greg.
just chill. Yes.
Just roll with it, dude.
Greg Warren has a good bit about. You guys were talking about the sound. He's like, "Hey, we're going to put you in this coffin, but don't worry. To relax you, we're going to make it sound like a machine gun is going off all around you." Like, because he's talking about how it's like when you get it's like because you guys were talking about the mechanical sounds. He's like, it just sounds like you're taking heavy fire while you're in there. And he's like, that was the first noise was just the sound of a bomb going off.
Somebody just sent us this story. I forgot about this one from the MRI. Headline, this is why you should never wear a metal butt plug in an MRI machine.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
that's the
that.
first thing I thought of,
Nobody
dude.
did that.
Yeah,
nobody
we
did
had
that.
this show
about
earlier
it.
this year.
Well, I blocked it out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, welcome back.
Well, welcome back. And we're back.
Make room in your head, because here it
man.
comes. That was the first thing I had no. You guys said the fire extinguisher thing before we went on the air.
This is May 11th, 2023.
Oh yeah.
This is May 11th, 2023.
2023. If you haven't,
Story of the day.
you haven't heard the story, okay, here are the basics. It says a Twitter user shared a scan of what appears to be a butt plug embedded within somebody's body far higher
Then it needed to be.
than a butt plug should be.
Oh, that's
I love this story.
an X-ray though, right? I mean, an MRI will tear that right through you. I would
Greatest
assume.
personal injury case I've ever heard. An accompanying screenshot of a direct message reads, an estimated Valley attorney has picked up a client who is suing a sex toy company, said client purchased a butt plug that was advertised as 100% silicone. Client wears butt plug to MRI appointment. Much to client's dismay, butt plug, in fact, has a metallic core.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Butt plug is accelerated at the speed of sound into client's chest cavity,
Jeez.
described in memo as a, quote, anal railgun.
Okay.
Is it, what are
No.
you doing, dude?
Wow.
You got you on anal railgun.
I mean,
Do you fire that from a turd?
this is a deceased person.
Client survived with major injuries.
What?
Wow.
It's just not your time to go. That's great.
So do you still mess with those things?
While a horrifying cautionary tale about the dangers of mixing metal butt plugs and MRI machines, there of course are reasons to be skeptical about the story, given how similar it sounds to urban legend formats and the fact that the scan image first appeared a month ago on Reddit before being deleted. So I don't think it's a real story.
Okay. There you go.
But nevertheless, Moon,
Don't do it.
It is a bad idea
I know.
to wear a metallic butt plug to an MRI appointment.
Now I know
saying.
why they asked me that specifically.
Keep your butt plugs and your guns at home.
Yeah.
Put it in the tray.
Put it in the tray.
If you're using a gun as a butt plug, be double warned.
Yep. You've heard it here first.
Though that is a great story.
Into gunplay.
And we appreciate this very much.
It is a great story, but I don't think it's real. But I do appreciate it, and thanks for the laugh.
Thank you.
No, I'm saying it is a scary world out there. We just need to watch out.
Yeah.
We need to watch out for each other.
Yep.
Like if I didn't know you were going for an MRI yesterday, I would have said, "Hey, dude, make sure you don't wear your butt plug in.
Yeah.
That would have been very sweet.
Take it out, leave it here on the desk.
Leave it here, and it'll be here when you come back in the morning."
Right.
That's a Showtime
Oh my
thing
God.
anyway.
What if the show we all had butt plugs in while we were doing the
Nope.
show?
I object.
Are you out of your mind?
I am.
I object. I've done enough.
Riz really doesn't want us to toot in that room.
Jeez.
JK, LOL, LMFAO.
No, what I'm saying, it being a scary world out there. Somebody sent us this story, and man, talk about just people need to chill. The road rage stuff is out of control. Mm-hmm. Out of control. And I've said it before. I have definitely calmed down as far as being over the top with honking the horn, middle fingers, following people,
Mature.
pit maneuvering people, side swiping
Wow.
people.
Okay. We had a real problem a couple
Stealing
of years
their
ago.
identity, ruining their lives, having sex with their wives.
Right.
Yeah, we're
I've
over.
I've
glad.
mellowed.
down.
It's a good start.
Yeah, you've mellowed.
Yeah, I don't.
You've gotten
I
soft.
like to say matured.
God,
Toured.
soft. Yeah.
I like to say matured. Because you never know
You've cucked. You've cucked a bit.
what you think could be a small little, oh my God, the guy cut me off, now I'm going to extend my finger, or somebody ran a red light, this will not stand.
Well, we found out how you've been giving the finger to everybody last week, too.
Ooh, good point.
Finger week on the show.
Yeah.
Good thing you don't do that
With a
anymore.
soft finger, yes,
Yeah.
okay. I never was a flip the bird guy anyway.
Good, because it
Clearly.
was not a good one. That's
Clearly.
good, because you were losing those
Practice was not shown.
But even now, like a little toot, like a little honk, like like hey, you're on your phone, the light's green. That could set somebody off.
Oh, yeah. Saw it yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I got flipped off a couple days ago as well.
Did you?
Somebody flipped you off?
Oh yeah.
I blame the car manufacturers for that, though. We need a soft honk. I mean, we got all these accessories in cars. They freaking drive themselves, and we can't get a soft honk where it's like, hey.
Yeah, three
We don't need
different.
a soft honk.
Well, it's the same honk for everything.
It's the
So
honk
people
to let you
interpret
know-
the honk how they want to interpret the honk. We need like a soft honk.
Well, there is a
So
honk.
that-
honk.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
You do the,
Yeah, but it's still the same horn.
You do the padding
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
hand. It'll bump, and then it.
Same horn.
We need multiple horns for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
There should be a horn that's like just a fun sound. To just like, hey man, maybe you're on your phone and the light
Yeah,
turned
it's
green.
a woo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a whoop. Hey,
Here's what I saw.
Hey
yesterday.
buddy.
I was on Big Bend, like in Baldwin, Big Bend. We are in the middle of subdivisions. There's a school right here. I'm at a stoplight with another man. He's in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Okay. This freaking guy. And, the light, it turns green. The person across the street from us in the turn lane, they turned late. They had children in their car. This guy wasn't on his phone. We were both looking at this person. So you see that they're going late. Okay, sucks, but whatever. This guy accelerated and then laid on the horn. And I got up
It's
to him.
unnecessary.
Because I always have to make it my business. I get up to it and I go, what are you doing? Like, there was a little kid in the back seat.
Yeah, what are you doing at the horn honker?
Yes.
He's having a sad life right now.
Like, he accelerated. I paused. I was like, all right, I'm going to let them go. And then this dude just laid on it. And I was like, you mother F. I was so mad.
Maybe you've been on the road, because you live near me, Lern. When you go from Long Road to Wild Horse Creek, it goes from 2 lanes to 1 lane. If you have not been on that road before, you don't know. It's a pretty immediate merge to 1 lane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't know, you don't know. And, man, somebody didn't merge right and pissed somebody off, and this guy had his finger out of his
sunroof?
Out of his driver's side window. For over a mile.
Yes. Dude, maybe he was just airing it out. Maybe he got wet. He's just drying it out.
Wow. It was the longest middle finger I've ever seen. Longest duration of a middle finger.
Yeah, we need 3 horns. We need like the hey.
Yeah.
And then we need a no.
Yeah.
And then a bird.
And somebody just emailed in that we need a DLR horn, and I agree. Like, imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
Get
You're
it.
at a light.
Or maybe
the lights changed.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's just the one to like light change. No big deal. Not mad at you.
Listen, a courtesy honk is just a little tap. Tap,
Yeah.
tap, tap.
It happened on Friday. No. I was. Oh no, that's what we were doing. We were going to help but support my daughter have the kid. You know, I was going to have a grandbaby.
Yeah.
And I was going slightly over the speed limit, and this idiot was in the passing lane, not passing.
Course.
So I went over into the right lane as he then tried to go over the right lane. So I went whoop, and swerved right back into the fast lane and passed him. And for passing him, he flipped me off. So I even looked. I had the desire to roll down and go like, "What did I do, man?
Right.
Like I passed you, you dummy." You know what I mean?
Right.
It was very strange. What? I mean, my family's in the car.
And
what
you
do you think
almost
I'm
want to do
doing
the
here?
wah kind of thing, like, oh, dude, relax.
Right. But I've grown up. I'm not wang anymore.
Did you give the courtesy wave? Did you? Like,
No, I wasn't even expecting it. So when I went by and he wouldn't even make eye contact. He did the real tough guy thing where he just did this. You know?
Okay,
And I
so
was like,
you were in the
okay.
wrong here?
No, I wasn't in the wrong. I was passing
He
the
was
guy.
passing him.
Oh, you were passing. Okay.
Yeah, and he wouldn't let me pass.
Passing illegally.
The last road rage thing I saw was in Vegas with an Uber driver. This guy was crazy, guys. He is
Grand
having just a bummer of a life right now, and he was taking it out on everybody. He was so upset that the F1, that the Formula One track was there. He's like, God dang,
All this business in the future.
He's like, they're ruining our city. They're tearing this place up. I mean, I learned a lot about this guy. Just from him screaming about, oh, now they got it down to 1 lane.
I
and
guess, it's frustrations.
yeah, but you're a professional driver.
It
There
makes
are
money.
people. It's the first time, by the way, that I've given a 3-star review.
Oh,
on
really?
Uber, I believe.
Well, I bring up the road rage thing because headline, man pulled out of his car, beaten during St. Louis City road rage attack.
Wow.
Let's hear it out.
So police are looking for a guy who they say was involved in 2 incidents in downtown St. Louis on Sunday morning. The first victim was in his car at the intersection of 10th Street and Clark Avenue, 10th and Clark. So I'm trying to picture where that is.
That's like right down Soulard.
Yeah, guys, I was there Sunday because I was at DB's.
Are you okay?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
Where's 10th and Clark?
10th and
what's
Clark
the-
is okay.
about
So
a block
Clark
down
Street,
from
like
11th.
the Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
And then 10th is like think 10 streets from the Mississippi. So like that to me is like Soulard or like by Tucker.
You see, it is right here.
Oh, it's by the Stiefel.
There we go.
Is that,
Okay.
Is that 10th? Yeah, here's 9th.
Yeah, okay.
because remember, we used to work on 18th.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's a block or 2 away from Bush. Okay, Sunday morning, downtown St. Louis, ain't nobody there. Mm-hmm. Like, it's probably, you see tumbleweeds downtown St. Louis. So the victim at the intersection of 10th and Clark when he honked his horn at a vehicle that was going straight through a red light in a right turn lane. So this is probably somebody like me who's at the light following the rules of the road.
Yes.
Somebody flies through a red light in the turn lane, and you go, this will not stand. So he gives a toot. Guy that flew through the red light then stops his car, gets out of his 2023 black GMC Sierra,
Right on.
pulled the honker out of the car, and beat the hell out of him.
Huh.
Pull the what?
How do you get
Oh,
pulled out
pull
of
the
your
honker, as in the guy. I was like, well, wait, what?
Pulled the man who honked the horn.
Does kind of sound like a product.
Yeah, I was like,
the
I don't know
Pull
what
the
that
honker
means.
club.
He beat him with a horn?
You've been looking to beat someone up in traffic? Well, Shark Tank, have we got the product for you? It's called the honker.
Grab the honker.
It's big. It's a big honker.
10th and Clark is at Tin Roof.
Out Tin Roof.
Yeah.
Well, how do you get out of the car? I have a whole plan. Like if I'm the guy who honked and the road rage guy is coming at me, what am I rolling?
I'm
the window
driving
down?
away.
Yeah.
Speed now.
And he's
man.
in a sweet truck, too. That is
He's in a 2023 GMC Sierra. By the way, there are pictures.
Oh, great.
And it looks like more than one person has beaten the hell out of this guy. And the GMC Sierra is a work truck.
Okay.
It is a work truck of a roofing company.
You're in trouble now.
Shout out to
Road Rage Roofing.
I mean, yet another.
Very on brand.
Guaranteed.
Honestly, yeah.
We are guaranteed a road rage on our way to your house.
how am I
just like-
driving?
We are guaranteed.
Another
How's
hurdle.
my driving?
Another hurdle that you've decided to jump. Another fence
Yeah.
you've decided to, psychologically jump, knowing that you're in a truck with a business name on it.
Professionalism out the door.
Somebody with Citizens for a Greater Downtown St. Louis shared photos of what was the assault on social media. The photos show, and I've seen them, two men out of a roofing work truck with a company logo on it. The men are seen near another guy who appears to be shielding himself. The guy looked like he had room to drive away, but he probably didn't know what the hell was happening.
They probably started talking crap to each other. You
Dude,
know.
and, I mean, nobody,
Seemed like a rule follower, though,
you've been in a fight. When was the last time you were in a fight?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it kind of has for me, too, but, I mean, a number of years, but I will, the last fight, I remember everything slows down right beforehand. And maybe this isn't how your mind works, but this is how mine worked in this instance. It was wow, I can't believe it got this far. I'm sure it's over now. And then the next escalation would happen. And then it's like, wow, I can't believe it got this far. I'm sure it's over now.
Right.
And then there's punches being thrown. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it got this
I
far.
get hot.
But I'm sure. Oh yeah, I do too. And I get tall and.
As in very handsome.
Like very handsome. I get really handsome.
But you know
when
what I'm saying?
I fight.
So
You bet your eyes.
a lot of these situations, I'm sure they're thinking like, wow, they're going to come over and yell at me. That's ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, wow, they're going to come over and open my door to yell at me.
You wouldn't think it would go this far.
But
There's no
that's what I
way.
mean.
We live in a civilized society.
But what I'm
And you
saying
see
is,
a work truck too, you're like, they're not going to do anything.
that's what I mean. What I'm saying is, retroactively, we all sit there and say, why didn't they drive off? But this guy, until he was being beaten, doesn't know he's being
Yeah,
beaten.
the adrenaline's going through the
or
roof.
in his mind, there's no way I'm going to get beaten.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we all like to view all these things as if we knew what was going to happen minute to minute. But when you're in it, you just don't know how far it's going to go.
Who are the hall? Who's honking at anybody downtown? In my opinion, everybody in the city is like, ooh, downtown.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, now we need to watch out who we honk at.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
Because you never know.
Right.
You never know it get this far. That wasn't the only incident, by the way, with this truck.
Go on.
There's more. So it looks like two guys
From the same night, more?
from the same morning more.
Wow.
They steal the truck or something?
And the story did not say that.
Are they this hardworking? As
No,
a
because the
roofing
one guy was in a. See if you can find the picture. The one guy was in the roofing company's sweatshirt.
What?
You could see the logo on his back.
Great. I mean, is this
good advertising.
Unless he stole the
Yeah.
sweatshirt too.
Hey, man, this is a word of mouth. Yeah, this is an interesting way to advertise.
I don't like the way you did my. Whoa, it's that company. You did an
Oh, you
excellent
better
job,
not
my
complain
roof.
at all.
Yeah, really good
Did you
job.
say the name of
Shingles
the
look
company?
great.
I didn't say it yet.
Can we guess which roofing company it is?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want them to show up.
And by the way, shout out to the Happy Roof
I was gonna
Company,
say,
who
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, they will not beat you.
Happy's in their
It's very
name.
against their brand.
Right. They'll hug you. They're
Proud
hugging.
sponsor of the Roast Show. They
If
will
you
not.
could leave
They
us
will
a
beat
5-star
0 people on
review.
the way to your house.
Yeah, so give them a honk today. Let them know you love them.
if you can leave us a 5-star review, because after all, we know where you live.
Oh my God.
So these two guys in the roofing truck kicked the crap out of the guy. Police believe they also fired gunshots, or one of the guys in the truck, at another car near Tucker and St. Charles Street. Police say that second victim saw the same suspect run a red light at Washington Avenue and Broadway. The victim followed the suspect in his car to write down his license plate. Police said the suspect showed a gun and asked the victim if there was a problem.
Oh, my God.
The suspect followed the victim and hit his car at one point. The victim heard gunshots that he believed to be coming from the suspect's truck. Nobody was hurt. This all started. There's 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
It's the morning. Incredible. Wow. This I
Like
was
you
the whole time
woke
I'm
up
thinking,
angry.
Yeah.
Are you pissed off? You had to work Sunday morning? What's going on?
Did you hear? I mean, did you say or not want to say what kind of car the victim was driving?
No, I didn't see what kind
Does
of
that
car
play
it was.
into it?
Well, it plays into it for me only because
It was a smaller car, for sure. So the roofing truck was the 2023 black GMC Sierra.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're still going to another incident, right?
I just talked about the gunshots. That's the second incident.
Well, this one says that the assailant then followed a Range Rover that also honked at him during the incident.
That's the second one.
That's the second one. Okay,
That's the
a
second
Range
one
Rover.
because the dude ran a red light again, and the Range Rover followed to get the guy's license plate, and then the guns were shown. And
This guy's got a mental problem, dude. Like, what is your deal?
According to this, it says the assailant began to shoot a gun at the Range Rover
yeah,
during the chase.
yeah.
Okay, I thought the Range Rover was the original, and I was like,
No.
a guy driving a Range Rover doesn't think a fight's coming. You know what I'm saying?
No. The first one was just a regular sedan. The second,
I see that now. I
Second
see the
incident
picture,
is the
yeah.
Range Rover.
I wondered if the red light honkers don't live in the city because I saw 4 people blow red lights on Kings Highway this morning on the way to work.
Right.
It's the St. Louis way.
It is. That's what I'm talking about. Like, who calls anybody out?
They stopped, and then when no one was coming the other way, they continued.
Oh.
Yeah, Moon's got the picture up on the screen in the studio here.
Has
It's right there.
Has the roofing company said anything? I'd love to have a follow-up.
Apparently, they have erased all their social media.
Oh, okay.
I wonder why.
Because this was the
They'll
owner.
never catch us now.
Well, the funny thing is, like the very first, I mean, people are, making jokes of everything, and in the thread, they're posting the website and like, hey, you guys need roofing? Need a new roofing company?
Of course, STL from
boy.
above is in the chat. Oh, comments. I love
he was
that guy.
first.
Yeah, STL Bob is on there.
He's
Yeah.
on the case. That guy's
Oh
awesome.
man,
Oh man.
Anger management roofing. If you don't have a new roof by noon, we'll kick your house's ass.
Scott on the feedback says, can't afford to advertise, but we need to get on that mat there, boys.
Yeah,
boys,
yeah.
we're on it.
Be creative.
they're always talking about, I've just done my neighbor's roof. Listen, if your neighbor's roof is better than yours, we'll make it better. We'll kick their ass for
That's
you.
right. That is ridiculous.
Oh, the guy's a lawyer who they beat up?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering if that played into it, where like, not that he deserved anything, of course, but I wonder if there's some lawyer hubris of like, you don't know who you're messing with. I'm a lawyer. I'll sue. As he's threatening to sue, he's getting pulled out of the car.
For what? For honking?
No, I'm saying like they're probably approaching the car, and in his mind, he's like, I'm a lawyer. I'll let them know if they touch me, I'll sue them.
Oh, right. I just think, man, I mean,
On the
again,
escalation
Again,
part.
the last couple scenarios I've been in, it's been like, look at this tough guy who's going to bow up on something, and it's 9 out of 10 times it's just me toughs, like trying to posture and look hard, and then you stand up to them and they don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I think people just don't understand that it could get a step or two past where you think it could get.
Nowadays, it's getting that step further. Normally, it'd be two tough guys. Want to go, bro? Want to go? I mean, usually be a bro down.
Yep.
And I have audio of a bro down.
Please.
What's up, bro? What, bro? What's up, bro? Take a swing, bro. Right here, bro. Why you gotta disrespect, bro? I do respect you, bro. Show some respect, bro. I do respect you, bro. Stop disrespecting, bro. I respect you, bro. Okay, I respect you, too. Okay.
And then we
They worked
go
it
our
out.
separate. They worked it out.
Cute.
Yeah, it's got to be careful.
Bubba Sparks, Ugly Up in Here starts playing. Remember that song?
Oh yeah.
South has always been dirty, but now it's getting ugly.
It's gonna get ugly in here.
He was the voice of a generation, that Bubba Sparks.
He was.
Yeah. Yeah, R.I.P. Bubba Sparks.
Is he dead?
No.
Oh my god.
Now he is.
No.
Oh,
Man, if he kicks
You
it.
hurt me.
My
Yeah, I don't
apologies
know what
to
happens in the
Bubba
next 2
Sparks.
weeks.
luck, Bubba.
My apologies to Bubba Sparks.
Good luck.
No. He was in the Range Rover that was shot at.
He was in this experience.
He's working for a roofing company now.
Bubba Sparks Roofing.
Yeah, I want to see what's going to go on with this story because
Yeah, I mean, listen,
I-
I know we all lose our tempers, but come on, man, we just gotta chill, dude.
I think on the side of the work truck, by the way, it's got like the Better Business Bureau accredited company shield.
Ooh. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they have
They don't
their
have
website. They have incredible Google reviews.
They do have good. I went to the
I know.
website. It looks like a legit. It's a legit company.
But is it the worker or is it like the owner?
Don't know.
I want to know who. Why did they erase their social media? Just deal with it. Get a PR person. Deal
Yeah.
with the situation.
I'm trying my best to find any info. And
Yeah, why don't we got we got the crack research team on it.
come on.
Rizzuto Detective
Yeah,
Agency.
there we are.
On the case.
So that's the one of the big stories making the rounds locally here. Another big story on social media, and I was going to wait until Sex Time Fun Facts for this, but I can't. This is everywhere, the story.
Burning a hole in your pocket.
Everywhere. So there is a list of places women will not go on a first date.
Give me the list.
Okay, the list is going viral. So, gentlemen, this is a list for you that if you're going to take a woman out for the first time, do not bring this woman to any one of these places listed.
Graveyard.
This is a long list.
Graveyard.
I mean,
Unless
maybe.
they're obsessed with Halloween, which
Yeah.
everyone seems to be.
I mean, so there's 28 different ones.
Can we guess? Can we all?
Where are you going? I mean,
Yeah.
you've eliminated a lot of things. All right, go ahead, Lern.
Okay. Great. Oh,
No, they get into specifics here because most of these are specific places.
their house.
That's number 7 on the list.
Thank
do
you.
not bring
Don't bring me to your
a
house.
first
Yeah.
date to your house.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
At
I'm
least
all right with that.
not the beginning.
Right. Date 3, maybe.
Or if things go well,
At end of night.
but end of night, fine.
Let's see. Hotel bar.
Hotel bar is not on here.
Should be on the list.
I think
But
bar was on
a
there,
bar just for drinks is on the list.
What?
That's
Silly.
stupid.
Hotel bar, I say it because, and I'm specific because I feel like there's an insinuation there. Like, oh, meet me at the Marriott.
So we can go upstairs
So we
and
can go
boom, boom.
upstairs and bang each other. No thanks.
That's a big red flag, I would think.
I would think so, yes. But bar random, like, hey, meet me at Helen's. All right.
Unless if you're downtown, go like meet me at the Four Seasons bar. Creep.
No. Yeah, no
Still
hotel.
creepy?
still
Okay,
creepy.
no hotel
Even
bar.
the Four Seasons,
But
which
this,
I love.
this list says a bar just for drinks, which I think
Why not?
I think that's perfectly acceptable.
Well, apparently not. It's
All right.
almost as if there is no pleasing you.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go first date,
Get into specifics too.
library.
Surprisingly, the library is
Bookstore?
an acceptable place. Bookstore, yes. Bookstore,
Is acceptable. Okay.
Who's going on a first date to a bookstore?
Meg Ryan.
Stephen King.
Cute.
Oh, I didn't even realize
I'm at a
we were in the
bookstore.
Stephen King section. How embarrassing. Am I blushing?
Give me restaurants.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden, yes.
What?
Do not take a first date to an Olive Garden. That's number 5 on the
real?
list.
How
I
dare
mean,
this
any
list?
fast food.
Any
wing-
fast food
wing
chain.
joint, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Any fast food chain is number 8 on the list. Do not bring a first date to any fast food chain. Buffalo Wild Wings is number 9 on the list.
Strip club.
It's a
I'm not meeting you there again. Ever.
Strip
Night-
club is not on the list, but Olive Garden is.
Olive Garden is on the list. Nightclub. It says nightclub.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cut that.
Nightclub is an odd place for a first date.
Yeah.
yes,
'cause
it
it's
is. It's too
loud
loud and
so-
annoying.
I understand
Sexy.
picking up a woman at a nightclub.
Yes.
But not not, hey, we're going to go out together for the first time.
Listen, I'll pick you up at the nightclub, and we're gonna head over to Olive Garden.
Sounds like a
Dream
good time to
date.
me.
Right before we hit the hotel bar,
Ooh.
I would say sports event.
Sports events, yes, number 28. Did not take a first
Dang.
date to a sports event.
Barely made the list. So you said 28.
There's 28.
Sushi restaurant.
No, I actually think that's pretty acceptable.
That'd be a good first
I
date.
think
why,
that's
why
it's
sushi?
not. It's not
I
on.
don't know.
It's
I'm
not on
trying
the
to
list.
think weirdly.
It's not on the list, but I think that's a good first date.
Well, where would you not want to go?
Where do I not want to go?
Think about
You know why? Because think about
I'm
sushi
kind
restaurants.
Oh,
Because I would
You nibble.
I would think graveyard would be a slam dunk. With
right,
you.
like kind of a
You'd be like,
fun.
this guy took me to a graveyard. He knows me.
We're looking at gravestones from the 1800s. Yeah, this list is weird to me because, like, I guess that my standards are really low because I don't know. Like, I'm not offended by any of these.
No, I'm
so
saying
far.
sushi restaurant's a great place. Again, you usually don't gorge yourself,
Right.
and it's a meal meant to be kind of slow played.
I see.
I peeked at this list, so I only remember a couple, but one of them that surprised me that's on there, I don't think anyone's going to guess it, was like Starbucks or a coffee shop.
Starbucks, yeah. Starbucks was number 17, and coffee
Really?
dates.
Because we have talked about like that's
Those
like
are
a
the
low stakes
best.
first date where it's like, hey, let's meet for coffee. Let's see if it's got like a hard out. It's in
Right.
the middle of the day. It's kind of low stakes, but says no.
Maybe because Starbucks is kind of cheesy,
I mean, yeah.
like very cliche. If you're going to go to a coffee shop, maybe do like
cool
a
one
local
down
one.
But
in
it
a
said no
certain
coffee
area?
date at all, right?
It said coffee date is out.
I guess it's like fast food of coffee.
But we
Even
just
those-
had a study that was the thing to do.
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say,
there's
a lot
no
of them are
pressure
so
and
rad.
it's
Right.
daytime and it's
The-
what like. Hi.
The headline on this is, here is a list of places women absolutely refuse to go to on a first date.
Just give
It's
it to
probably
us.
because they go to the coffee shops all the time.
What's some activities?
They said movie night, out.
All right.
Netflix, Hulu, etc. out.
like playing sports.
Like bowling?
like golf,
Like
Bowling. Bowling, 23, out.
What?
Teen Wolf. You haven't seen that? Pretty sexy.
Right.
Bowling, out. Church, out.
Out.
Okay.
Church is out.
Had the first date I ever went on with my wife. We went for sushi and then church.
You
Yeah.
guys are married.
Look at
I
you
know.
now.
Well, we're married, so it works. Go there.
Number one on their list was the Cheesecake Factory.
How
Oh, come
dare
on.
this
That
list.
bread?
The,
Yeah, right.
the brown bread and the honey butter.
And it's open late.
How dare you?
And that menu is like 20 pages long, so you know that everybody's going to get what they want.
And then you get to take over to V-Stock and show her all the cool Marvel movies you own.
Exactly.
Dude, come on.
I think Cheesecake Factory, you get a lot of food. I don't know.
It's a great place.
Is Applebee's on here?
Applebee's is number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. What about their apps and their happy hour
Yeah,
and
you,
stuff?
and
That's
plus you
great.
get that good deal where you get like 12 meals for $20 or whatever.
Dude, some uppity person wrote this list. I don't like this.
Chili's, number 3. Out.
No.
What about Chili's to go?
Yeah. Good point.
To go where? Back to your house? No thanks.
For movie
No
night,
time, no
Over to the
thanks.
coffee shop.
In the church.
Yeah. Yeah,
Chipotle.
the church coffee shop.
Chipotle, out.
Out,
Here.
yeah. I think anything where you
Outta
build your own burrito
You're so
is
happy
probably
about
out.
that.
Buffet, number 12, out.
Wow.
I wouldn't
A
want to
buffet
take.
is awkward.
I think it's just in general, anywhere where you have to order at a counter.
Are you sure
Seems
a
like it's on this
casino
list.
buffet is bad first date?
Oh.
I'm sensing a theme here of like any Starbucks, coffee shop, anywhere where you have to like walk inside, order from a cashier, and have something delivered seems to be off.
Dude,
Yeah,
but
but
like,
Cheesecake Factory sit down.
I know there are some sit down stuff, but I'm saying like I'm seeing a theme of like anything with the counters out.
And good point, Jessica. The Midwest was not consulted for this list.
they were not.
Great point.
All of us are just.
This list is trash.
Wingstop, out.
See now that
those
you're
fries.
missing. Yeah, you're missing the fries.
I think wings on a first date are weird.
It's a bit much. But see, that's how I feel about sushi. I feel like you're putting the whole roll in your mouth, and it's a
Yeah,
whole
but you got
thing. It's raw
chopsticks.
fish.
Yeah, and you
I
have
don't know.
happy hour where you get cheap rolls.
You got
take
chopsticks.
her
You're
out for
putting the
that.
whole roll in your mouth. How do you eat sushi?
Wait, do
She
you
likes to
guys
stack
not,
'em up.
Do you not down a whole roll when you dunk it in the?
No, the
Not at
piece.
once.
The
Yeah.
piece.
The piece.
The piece.
Well, yeah, the piece.
That's
I
what
eat
I'm
a
talking
piece,
about.
and it was not like you just like took the plate and put the whole roll in, like pushing it in with
Like
your
cone
hand.
heads,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
Want to see how many
I-
pieces I get in my mouth at
Check
once?
this out. Right.
Red Lobster, out.
Cheddar biscuits is for true lovers, man.
What the heck is in?
I know.
What?
What is
Chris
it?
says Red
Like Andy's
Lobster
frozen
and Olive
custard's gotta
Garden
be
are the
in.
poor man's fine
restaurants.
dining.
Any chain restaurant seems to be out. So basically, we're looking at like a fine dining.
Fine
IHOP.
dining.
IHOP.
It sounds like
Out.
there's no dining. We're just going to meet in the park. We're going to stay standing. We're going to shake hands, or maybe not.
I
Well,
say,
seems
hey,
like
this,
Waffle House
this
is
has
on
been a
this
wonderful
list. I'm
time.
throwing it out.
Call me later.
Waffle House on the list, number 27.
This
Out.
list, throw this
That's
list in the
romantic.
garbage right now.
That is a romantic place.
Grits? Are you
Why
kidding
is
me?
that on there?
They have grits at Waffle House?
Hell yeah, they got grits at Waffle House.
This list is
And all their grits guarantee a little bit of ash from a Salem menthol.
Yes, that's what seasons
From
it.
the
Been to
cook.
Waffle House in a long time. We used to go to the one by Ronnie's down on
Oh, yeah.
Lindbergh.
Same.
Yeah.
That was the first Waffle House I ever went to.
Yeah, that was the one we were trying to get locked into for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gingham stepped up and let us-
Excellent.
Oh, yeah. I've been there.
Loved it.
First one for me was it Tessa Lee Ferry by the Walmart in South County, like 270 in Lee maybe. And yeah, man, like midnight.
I've actually
grits.
never been to a
place is
local
fun,
one,
man.
but that
You're legally contractually obligated as a comedian to eat at a Waffle House at least once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
So-
I've never been to a local one, but I've been to
On the road.
probably
On the road.
one in 49.
You know what? I
other
think
states.
that's also true for me. I don't think I've ever been to a St. Louis Waffle House, but I have
Never.
been in almost every other
Yeah,
city.
I've been in hundreds of them, and
They're always
and-
by the
and
hotels
the funny
the
thing
comedians
is,
stay in.
yeah, and anytime you pull in a tour bus, they're always excited to see you. They're
dude.
always like, "Hey,
Bro,
what
let me tell you something.
Where you guys headed? It's gonna be great." They treat you like royalty. It's the freaking greatest.
Yeah.
And there's not a Waffle House on the planet that you're not leaving with an excellent story from someone who prepared or waited on you.
Yeah.
And or a
'Cause you get
paper
to-
hat.
Yeah, because you get to hang and talk to
Oh,
them.
dude, the cooks got some wild
cook's
stories
hat.
in a Waffle House.
Sir, do you want a cook's hat? A paper cook's hat? Yes, I do.
Yes, I would like that. Thank you.
Yes, I would like one. Denny's. Out.
Darn it.
Don't bring it to Denny's.
There goes the super bird.
By the way, everybody this list is, you're not going to find your soulmate with this list.
The gym. Well, first date at a gym. Yeah. It's leg day. Can't miss it.
No, dude.
Ice cream dates. We're not going for ice cream.
That's out as well.
That's out.
So Andy's is out.
Out. Family functions. Out.
Well, okay.
Somewhere that requires a long drive. Out.
about-
There's
wait,
just
wait.
social media apps. The only thing that's in.
What about? And maybe I'm just talking
There's
for,
one more.
for my wife and I here, but like, what about like hiking? Like, just like a brief hike. You
Out.
you go to a park.
That seems scary.
You walk somebody into the woods.
Well, you get a shovel,
thanks.
a rope,
Damn
and you
it.
go.
I didn't think about
Hey,
it.
we got to stop at Home Depot first.
I didn't think
Get
about-
shovel.
Yeah. Might as well leave your cell phone in the car. There's no service where we're going.
Oh my God.
I didn't think about that. Well, for me, it was like, oh, that's like a perfect thing where you could like talk, like you hang out. There's no
Yeah.
pressures. Nobody's drinking anything.
I guess like Forest Park would make more sense for that.
Sure. Okay. I mean, that counts as a hike. Like,
Oh, we go out to Rockwood's Reservation, dig a hole.
Possum Kingdom by the Toadies starts playing.
Let me
Yeah,
show you this
great.
quarry that nobody knows is back here.
So is an art gallery good first date?
That's
Okay,
fine.
Okay.
Hookah bar was the last one.
Oh, dude, do we still have
Aw,
hookah
man.
bars around?
I
Yeah,
still
Renouche
love
has
hookah
it
bars.
down on the loop.
Yeah, I
The
think
loop,
they
the
do, yeah.
OG?
That place rules, man.
Renouche.
That's a good first date.
What about that place?
No,
that's
it's
on the,
not.
Oh,
What about that place that it's like hookah in the basement? It's on the other side of where almost like a block from where Pita Pit used to be, across from the
Dude, you're
pageant.
picking terrible locations.
Is that
Like
still there?
basement, hiking,
Well, it was like a basement hookah bar. Like it was
cellar.
Never been to a hookah bar.
It was like booze up top.
What about a tour of Alcatraz?
yeah.
That's not.
That sounds
that's
see,
fine.
And that
I
sounds
like that.
awesome, dude. Like a touristy thing. That sounds cool.
Actually,
Is
it does
that
sound
out
fun.
as well?
A cave. Go
No,
to a
we
cave.
went through the list. Everything else is good.
What about a touristy thing? Okay, say we live.
So
well, I mean,
weird.
I guess we do live.
We live here.
Yeah,
Let's say we live here.
Budweiser. Or
Okay,
something.
so no, well, so the Arch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
your
that's
go-to
a
first
great one.
date.
Is that weird though? You got to wait in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get to talk and
Well,
hang.
I mean, that's the point. You're doing something.
You get stuck in that little tram, little Willy Wonka elevator.
The egg, the Mork and
I didn't
Mindy
think about
egg.
that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Are we going to make out in the tram?
I don't know.
Could be
If you
cool.
if you were to
I
be
don't
taken
know.
out on a first date, would you want to go to the Arch?
If I'd never been, maybe, yeah. But if I've been, so like,
First date.
How about the city museum?
no.
Where you're just crawling around and
The zoo would be cool.
The zoo was.
Yeah, the
zoo's
zoo.
That's a good
That's a
slam
great
dunk
one.
first
That's a
date.
great
I think
one.
the art museum over there as well, because then you can go walk around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
That
Yeah,
is
so the touristy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're basically saying all food and coffee and ice cream are out.
Yeah. Without telling you what's in, which is
Right.
I would take her to the Scott Joplin childhood home. I think that would be a great first date.
Yeah.
But we were raised to think that like the food and movie is what you have to do.
Dinner or movie.
I mean, my first date ever was dinner and a movie. Period. Because like that's what the movies
9 months
told us
later?
Yeah.
we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 9 and a
were a
half
father.
months later. We had a date in a hospital room.
All right, do you remember when you and Mallory went out for the first time?
Yeah.
Like on a date. Do you remember where it was?
Man, I'm in trouble. Sure, I'm going to be in trouble for this.
I can't remember. I don't think we actually had a first date.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know because we worked in the same building for a couple of years and never met. We never knew each other because like I'm here at 4 a.m. and she's there at 4 p.m. She worked for a different station. So then we kind of knew each other professionally for a few months. First date? No, I don't think I know, man.
I can't.
hate to say that.
I can't recall. And I bet you if I asked my wife, she wouldn't know either. Did we even have a first date? I remember going out solo style with her
Yeah.
a couple times, but
No, you know what? It might have been like New Year's. It was probably like our New Year's thing.
Huh. What was your first date with Tim?
I want to say it was the Red Lion, which is now the Crow's Nest in Maplewood. We would hang out there pretty often with people, but then so I don't know if that was like our first singular, like other people
Solo.
weren't there. Yeah, solo date. Probably there was an Italian joint on South Grand. I don't think that is no longer there. I can't remember the name of it.
Manja?
Manja, yes. Manja was, I believe, our first date.
Great polenta fries.
Great polenta fries.
The city is a worse place.
It's a
without it.
sadder place because Manja Italiano closed.
I
and
agree.
Their polenta fries.
Dude, that was good late night dining.
Yeah, they were open late.
That was a good place to take comics when they were in town because they serve like good pasta.
That's
and
where
those
Steve's is now.
Polenta fries.
That's right.
That's where Steve's Hot
At least
Dogs is
something worthy took its place. That's good. I love Steve's.
Dude, Manja Italiano.
was
R.I.P.
Sorry to bring it up, guys.
All right, so what was
Ours was a Riz show
Found
event.
love there. That's
I mean,
great.
think about that because New Year's was a Riz show New Year's.
Ah.
That's kind of crazy.
Was that the year they called the cops on us?
Yeah, when you and I were running around,
around
in
the
the
hallway,
hallways.
yeah.
Yeah. They
You-
were cool though.
They were cool.
Shout out, thank you.
Shout out to
appreciate the leniency.
Maryland Heights Police.
We were just a couple of guys having a good time.
One of us may have been his underwear. I don't know. Rafe,
Yeah.
where was your first date with Tina?
Oh man. Don't know. Because we knew each other. We were friends first, so I don't really know when our official first night out was.
Yeah, that's how
that was
we
kinda
I
went.
my
should
thing,
know.
like,
I'm,
we were
I'm
dating other
typically
people
kind
when
of
we
a
met.
romantic dude, and I just don't. It was such a non-traditional relationship. Because I'm pretty sure by the first time we went out, we'd already slept together. Because it just happened.
Yeah.
So at that point, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything after that point is kind of a blur. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it was like dinner, or maybe we went on a road trip together. I can't remember.
Andy's ice cream, maybe, or the Arch.
How wasn't that?
Maybe
None of those things. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Applebee's, Wingstop. They
All
all.
great options.
I wonder if she knows. I texted her to see. She's probably not up, but I'm like, do you remember our first date? And I'm willing to bet she does not.
I'll bet
That's
you my
sad
wife
though,
doesn't
because I should know. That's something I should probably I should know for sure. But because we had been comics together, I mean, we'd been out to dinner together as comics, but not as like. I don't remember the first time I was like, well, I'm taking you out to dinner, and I'm,
We're all texting our
Yeah, I'm gonna
significant
text my
others to
wife.
see
see what they know.
to see
I
if
went
they
to-
know too, so we can feel better about
What
it.
do you know?
I think I remember we went to Oishi.
Oh, no kidding. The
Yeah.
one over here or the hibachi
Chesterfield.
one in Chesterfield?
Yeah.
Right.
That was our
That's my
very
spot, dude.
first place, and then church. But my very first date ever, we went to go see. I believe it was I think Titanic was in the theater or something like that. We were going to go see a flick like that, but it was sold out, so we went to see Saving Private Ryan instead.
Oh,
Holy
And that,
crud. In
talk about
97?
romance.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
a good romantic.
Well, you
And
want to
we
talk
went to a
about
Chinese buffet before that because it's the only restaurant in town.
You want to talk about romance?
Yes.
Here's romance for you. Headline: Man accidentally drives 100 miles without his wife after stopping to use toilet.
Explain this to me. How do
Is
you
this an
love
RV
your
or something?
wife?
Got to be like an
I
RV
feel
or-
bad for this guy. You know that can happen.
Oops. Was it? Oh, Left the old bag.
The old ball and chain.
One unlucky husband made the blunder to end all blunders by forgetting his wife and driving off into the night on Christmas Day, no less.
What?
Wow. I like
To make matters worse, the husband failed to notice his wife's absence for 100 miles, forcing her to walk miles after being stranded.
Oh, man, this poor lady.
Why is it so quiet in
No
the car?
telephones?
So the 55-year-old husband thought his wife was in the back seat sleeping.
Oh.
This was in Thailand.
Oh, I see.
So the guy and his wife, she's 49, were driving through the night to her hometown. Just like any road trip, occasionally nature calls. The guy pulls over to go to the bathroom around 3 a.m. After he steps out of the car, the wife decided she too will then go on a bathroom break.
Yo, this is a 51-49. This is 51% her fault, man.
Got out of the car and went into the jungle to relieve herself.
51-49.
Yep.
They're
Cool
both
as
at
hell.
fault because, I mean, he's the pilot here. You should check and make sure your passengers are there. But come on, man. If you know that you've been sleeping in the back and this cat is driving.
It's 3 a.m.
This cat is driving overnight, has gone in to pay, and you leave the vehicle without telling him or leaving a note that, you're no longer sleeping in the back like he thinks you are at 3 a.m. Come on, it's on you, man.
When she returns, she found the car was missing, husband gone. Her phone was in the car.
Oh.
She had no money, nothing. She walked 13 miles in the middle.
Oh, man.
She walked 13 miles
In the middle of Thailand.
in the middle of Thailand. At about 5 in the morning, so 2 hours later, she found a police station, pleaded with the police to help her find her husband. To make matters worse, she didn't know her husband's phone number by heart, called her own phone about 20 times to no avail. She explained to police that the pair had been on good terms. There was no reason to believe the husband drove off intentionally. When the husband was like, oh my God, he's 100 miles away. Had to retrace the steps to figure out at what point they could have separated.
Right. Think about that. I mean, think about him realizing she's not there. I mean, did she get out beforehand? Did she fall out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, his mind probably went everywhere trying to figure that one out.
Right.
How did they reconnect?
Rattled with guilt, so he had to retrace his steps to figure out the point at which they had separated. Rattled with guilt, the husband raced to reunite with his wife and explain the error. I guess that they've been married for 27 years. They have a 26-year-old kid. The wife forgave him.
Well, who's at fault here? You
They're
guys
both
agree
at
with,
fault. I think it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
You agree with me? I'm going to say 51-49 on that one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, announce you're leaving.
Come on, man.
Why do you
Announce
not tell somebody, I'm going to go pee in the jungle? Right?
Right, like
Just to get eaten by
Yeah,
Jester.
or leave your
Hey,
door
babe.
open.
Thailand jungle creatures.
don't drive away.
Can't you
I've
leave the door
intentionally
open?
left my phone in there.
Yeah, my wife said, by the way, we never really did have an official first date.
Yeah, my wife just said the same thing. She said we didn't really have one.
Yeah, we really didn't have an official first date.
That's what Tim said, too. He says Manja would have been 2 weeks before we started dating. I bet we would have gone out before that. So I can't
But you
nobody
went
can
to
remember.
Manja with him alone, though.
Yes, that was
Count it.
because we started dating August 22nd, 2010, and his birthday is in the beginnings of September, and so he said that we went there for his birthday.
So you had to figure out if you were going to give him a gift or not.
And I did. I got him Chiefs tickets.
Oh.
First birthday.
You got
gift.
him Chiefs
Wow.
tickets, and you weren't dating?
No, we were. That was like
A week in.
We were like 2 weeks in. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so
dude.
that
Gonna
was
lock it down.
Nothing
See,
but
you're-
the best.
I had
Damn.
we had Moon and I have
Downhill
a
from
buddy.
here.
Moon and I have a mutual friend that he always dated gals that would buy him iPods and this and that. I don't know
Right?
how he did it, but he always got all this cool free stuff. And every girl I ever dated was like, I buy them things.
Okay, so Colin says, and Colin says about that list, like where not to take a woman. This list is created by, quote, female dating strategy women. Look it up. They want high value men.
I'm not of this breed.
They only want high value men who will take them on first dates to very expensive restaurants and pay for everything.
That sucks.
Yeah, but it does suck. Well, because most high value men weren't always high value. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
we
yeah.
got to work up to that.
Well, and that
Sometimes
shouldn't
it
be
takes
the
a lot of work.
First thing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
get to know
yeah.
somebody. Like, okay, maybe they are rich and you'll go to wherever high value place eventually, but I don't know. I've just never been like that.
Yeah.
Take me to Starbucks. Buy me a caramel macchiato.
Take
Tell
me to church.
What kind of music you like, and how good's your soul?
Yeah.
You know.
And I read some crazy difficult stats yesterday. You know, I was talking about this last week, but like, you know, kids these days have it hard, man. Look at the house prices and all that kind of stuff. But like by this point in my life, I got a 25-year-old and a 22-year-old, and it's like, dude, they, you know, by that time I'd probably owned 2 or 3 homes, not at once, obviously, but like, you know, like a real cheap home and then a slightly less cheap home, and I read something that like the average middle class. To have like a absolute like full blown like just middle class house, like a starter house, a household income now has to be about $141,000.
Yeah, I read that too.
And I was like, all I thought was, man, my children, this world is 5 times harder than it was.
We're going Applebee's.
Yeah, dude. All I thought like my kids can't have Applebee's, you know, not
Apple feet.
Apple feet.
Like,
I don't want Apple feet.
I'm just saying, like, dude, like that is tough, man. So like you're talking about road rage increasing and all this kind of stuff. Like, you know,
hard.
it's tough for
People
these.
are on edge, man.
Tough for these early 20s
We'll
folks.
get through it.
Tell you what,
Way.
I'd take you to a cat cafe.
Oh, please.
God.
Marry me right
Lock
now.
it down, dude.
Lock it
Game
down.
over. First date, game over.
Now
You are
House in
getting Chiefs
Maplewood.
tickets. You know what?
Holy crow.
Yeah.
That's a great idea too, because it's like $10 for like a half hour or an hour. So you're not even in there for a ton of time, and it is Cutesville. Have you been in one of those
No,
recently?
I mean, I live in
Okay.
one.
Yo, there's
If
one in
we were-
St. Charles that's so dope.
If we were going to go on a date and I go, we're going to a cat cafe, and you had that reaction, I'd go, goodbye. You failed the
How
test.
dare you stop
Crazy cat
Rizzuto.
lady.
No, I
You
get it.
failed the test, crazy cat
You
lady.
have an
I'm out of
allergy.
here.
You have an allergy. You get that pass. You can call me that, and we will not date. But
I'd take a
you did-
Benadryl and take one for the team.
look at this man. This
No,
is
that's
a man.
That's your way of saying like, hey, we're gonna if this all works out, we'll never have one of these in our house, but I'll get you a subscription to this place.
No, this is not going to work out.
Hey,
Going to a cat cafe. Oh my God! See ya. Goodbye. I'm leaving you in the Thailand jungle.
here's your one ticket. I only got
I
one.
also think this list is like, you got to think about like, at this point in society, you probably know a little. Is this like a cold blind date situation where it's like, hey, this is a neutral place for us to meet and get to know each other? Or at this point, you probably know something about the person, whether it's from their Tinder profile or whatever.
This
Messages.
is
You gotta know
this
what
is a-
they're into. Like, so you want to structure the date to be thoughtful. So
Yeah.
maybe one of these things.
No, this
would
is
be good
definitely
for that.
from I'm only looking for high end guys.
Yeah.
yeah, take
This
me to Moritz Royce for our
Yeah.
first date.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
take me to one of my
Pick one.
one word restaurants.
Yeah, give me a ring and a. I want to check out the appetizers.
All right, I want to move on, and I want to shout out the hats of the week. By the way, before we hit the break, starting with Rafe. And by the way, all our heads are sponsored this week, and all these companies have given very generous donations to the Song Society.
Yes.
Rafe,
Fired Up Jellies and Jams. Thank you for your donation. A whole lot of sweet with just a little heat. And this is a Southern Illinois company that just got into Schnucks. They're on the come up. Look for them in the deli section, or you can order online at firedupjnj.com. They got 3 flavors out right now. We all got samples yesterday. Awesome. I tried the strawberry habanero jelly. It was obviously I got heartburn from it, but it was worth it.
I got that on my desk. I mean, when I say I got it on my desk, I smeared it all over my desk.
Yes, he did. He snorted it. It was really weird. It's not a good way to consume jellies. Don't do that. And Sinful Peach Habanero, and they also have Strawberry Vanilla Rhubarb, which I also had tried yesterday and was awesome.
Delicious. King Scott, your head, sponsored by.
It's sponsored by EPC out there in St. Charles, so get ready for a spooktacular Halloween costume contest, because right now through the 31st of October, every day 8 to 5 at EPC out there in St. Charles, right there 70 and Cave Springs, they're having an incredible giveaway, and it's for the most creative costumes for kids and adults. So you can swing by there every day and get that chance to win some great prizes, plus take advantage of their huge deals right now. And right now through the 28th of October, you can grab a Dell Latitude 5400 laptop with Windows 11 for only $199. So join them for Halloween and have a lot of fun and get a lot of good stuff over there at EPC. That place rules.
Thank you, EPC.
And check out the 3D printing.
My head is sponsored by Bombshell Construction. Thanks to the Bombshell Construction people for your donation to the Song Society. Bombshell Construction Services specializes in high-end residential and commercial development. Check them out on Facebook, and you'll see why it isn't built until it's bombshell built.
Cool hat, too, man. Look at that.
Bombshellcs.com.
Nike hat, cool bombshell
Fitted hat, too.
logo. Yeah, sick.
Moon?
I got River City Tree Service. These are my tree folks. They can be yours, too. Tree removal, tree trimming, storm damage, all of it. Residential and commercial. So even if you have some commercial properties and you want to make sure that it's maintained and looks better than everybody else, River City Tree Services are your folks. Been around since 2008. Serve all the surrounding areas. Check them out. 314-270-8071. RiverCityTreeService.com.
And Lern, your head sponsored by
Elder Emo Co. It is a woman-owned clothing brand. This is such a cool brand. You can find them at elder-emo-co.com. If you're somebody who loves punk, alternative, emo music, and you want to have apparel and accessories and home goods to reflect this type of music that you love, look no further. This is a local company, and they're super cool. elder-emo-co.com. It was never a phase. It's a lifestyle.
Thank you, Elder Emo. It's awesome. Some good
good being done.
Love it.
Good being done, and Song Society is a great a great organization. Helping sick kids with music therapy. So, thanks to all the companies that have sponsored the hats of the week. And that's brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Riz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Riz. From Highland, Illinois, Philip Winkler is our
Philip.
Team Riz of the day. Old Phil Winkler listens to the podcast every day to and from work during his hour-long drive. Always helps him get his mind off of work, at least for a little bit. Loves first hour of the show. It feels like catching up with friends over coffee. Loves match up with Moon. Loves the Friday fails. Phil Winkler from Highland, Illinois is our Team Riz member of the day. Get the super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. I believe, no, we're going to do it. Do It Bitch coming up. Give away some prizes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Your butt hasn't had enough this week, huh?
Well, hopefully my butt will not be
Oh, yeah.
airsoft.
I was forget that that's on the line.
You got a
Airsofted
50-50
again.
shot.
Yeah, I'll be hosting this time.
All right.
Also, we'll talk to Chris Kerber at around 8:30, talk some Blues hockey. But first, we got crap on celebrities. And on this day, October 25th, 68 years ago, 1955, the first microwave oven was sold by a company called Tappan. Cost $1,200. But it could cook bacon in 90 seconds, guys.
I'm thankful for the microwave.
Yeah.
We don't use ours a lot.
You think you don't until it breaks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I bet you, I guarantee we all use it more than we think we do. I know that I'm using it far less than I used to, and I know you are too. We talked about how we're trying to kind of cut that down a little bit.
Yeah, my wife hates it. If it was up to her, she'd throw it out.
Well,
For real.
Yeah.
We tried it for a while to get rid of the thing, and it has not been used in probably 2 years.
Oh, really? So
At
you
all.
are, yeah, you're
Done. We've been done with
microwave-free?
it for a long time because we got one when we first got married, and we had it for a while. And my wife was like, "We need to," because it just took up too much. We don't have a big home, so it
How
took
do
up
you
a lot of space.
reheat leftovers?
Stovetop.
Yeah, I get it on a fryer, and I just kind of fry things up, or I heat up that way. I don't know. It's quick.
What an idiot.
Must be nice.
I just put it in a frying pan. Almost everything goes
Must
back
be
into
nice,
a frying
dude.
pan, whatever. That's what I heat up stuff.
Yeah, like I had leftover chili yesterday.
Yeah, he's had 4 hours to throw it back on the stove.
Microwave.
Yeah.
It took 30 seconds. I was eating.
Well,
I got
in
a
an
nice-
oven. It only takes a couple seconds on the stovetop to.
I was gonna say I got a nice new cast iron thing, and since that and the air fryer, it has reduced at a ton. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying
But
that
still,
I don't
though,
use
yeah,
it.
I can use it every once in a while. 45 years ago, 1978, the original Halloween was released. 37 years ago, 1986. I remember exactly where I was when this happened.
5-5 in a delirious 10th inning. Can you believe this ball game is Shea? Oh, brother. 3-2
this?
to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Gives me chills. Yeah, it did. And R.I.P. Bill Buckner, by the
Yeah,
way. He
he's-
passed away recently.
He
Great
stood
ball
up.
player, too. Just ruined his life.
Yep, he stood up and his shoulder said, there goes my life.
Yeah.
My life is over.
Man.
His life was,
he's
forever
a
remembered
loved
as
man.
behind the bag.
It's funny that moment happened, but he's super loved. This is such a bummer that he experienced that.
By the way, that was Game 6 of the
Yeah.
World Series, and there was a Game 7, which Boston lost. But that was 1986 World Series. New York Met, Mookie Wilson hit a slow roll at first base. It went through Bill Buckner's legs. That allowed a run to score, giving the Mets a come-from-behind victory over the Boston Red Sox, who went on to win Game 7 of the series. That play used to haunt the Red Sox until their team finally won in 04 when they beat the Cardinals. They won it again in 07, 2013, and 2018.
And I think the name Mookie needs a shout out because that's a cool name. It needs to have a comeback.
Mookie.
There's a Mookie in
I think it is. Yeah,
baseball right now.
there's a
Mookie
guy.
Betts. He's great.
Oh yeah, good call.
Betts.
All right, good. Just hanging in.
You know what I watched the other day? In this vein, and I still think, I don't know if there's a greater moment in baseball. I really don't. It was the Kirk Gibson walk-off.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
Man.
Limping
that
up
was
to
his
the-
only at-bat that World Series.
And when they showed I'd forgotten how many times he fouled it off. Like, that was a long at-bat, dude. He fouled it off like 7 times.
Gosh.
Came limping in. Hadn't played. Both his knees were shot. Literally, like, if you wrote a baseball story.
All right, what
Such a cool thing.
Yes, that was like the natural moment.
Yes, it was. I think it's the closest thing of like a real natural moment that's ever happened.
All right, so what was worse? Who had it worse? And thank you, Jake, for this. Okay, so Bill Buckner, ball under the legs. Red Sox were, 1 out away from winning the World Series first time in however long? Or Steve Bartman. Steve Bartman with the Cubs.
Bill Buckner still lives in a mansion somewhere.
Do you remember that story, Lern?
No.
So the Cubs hadn't won a World Series since, 1911? Mm-hmm. Foul ball going into the stands. Cubs was shortstop or third baseman. Was it Moises Alou? Or was it right? I don't know. A fan reached out and grabbed the ball. A Cubs fan reached out and took the ball away from a Cubs player, which would have been an out.
And they scored how
An
many
important
runs?
out. Here, here's the video.
Here's the video. After this ad, which we're going to have to eventually pay for YouTube. We'll eventually
We
pay
keep
for
talking
YouTube.
about it.
Here it is.
Steve Bartman incident. So it's a high fly ball.
Yep, it's going to be foul. But it's
Going
going to be
foul.
caught.
All right, so left fielder
And that dude with the headphones on.
reached over and grabbed the ball out of the left fielder's glove, basically, which would have been an out.
Wow.
Oh, man. And
That
they ran
is
that guy
bad.
out of town.
Yeah, they ran him out of town, but they didn't run the guy next to him that also tried to touch the ball. You know what I mean? Like there's like 6 hands trying to catch this thing.
Yeah.
It's just his hand is the one that hit.
Yeah, he wasn't looking. He wasn't watching Moises Alou.
The ball was coming his way.
The ball was coming his way, yeah.
The ball was coming his way. So that happened 37 years ago. 36 years ago, 1987, the Minnesota Twins won their first World Series, defeating the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
30 years ago, 1993, is it St. Louis's own Vincent Price?
Yes.
Yes.
St. Louis's own Vincent Price died of lung cancer at the age of 82. That same day, 1993, Time Magazine puts Eddie Vedder on the cover with the headline, All the Rage. Both Vedder and Kurt Cobain refused to speak with the magazine for the story. They released it anyway in an attempt to explain why young people are listening to such angry grunge music. 24 years ago, 1999. Is it St. Louis's own Payne Stewart?
Springfield, Missouri.
Springfield.
Yeah.
Golfer, Springfield's own Payne Stewart,
Legend.
and 5 others
Best
were
dressed
killed.
man in golf.
Were killed from a lack of cabin pressure on the Learjet they were in. After flying on autopilot for 4 hours, it crashed in South Dakota.
Such a bummer.
Dude was only 42.
And was on his way to
He was only
Texas.
42?
Yeah.
I remember when that happened.
And he was on his comeback, too, because he was at the top of the game, kind of had a fall off, and then all of a sudden he was back to being the big dog again.
Born and raised, Springfield Mo.
Yep.
21 years ago in 2002, Richard Harris died of Hodgkin's disease at the age of 72. He was most famous as Professor Dumbledore in the first 2 Harry Potter movies. And that same day in 2002, on this day, Jackass the movie hit theaters. And that's what happened back in the day. Dude, that Vin Scully behind the bag call is my favorite, one of my favorite calls of all time. as far as sports go. It's the best. I'm not even a Mets fan.
I was going to say, me too, because I don't like the Red Sox.
But we were in Flushing, New York then. That's where we lived, and that was a big deal. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com. 636-600-0188. Green Day have dropped a first single and video from their upcoming album, as well as its title and release dates. So you're excited about this if you're a Green Day fan. It's going to be called Saviors. It will be out on January 19th. And as previously announced, its first single, The American Dream is Killing Me, arrived this morning, along with its zombies and sniper-themed music video. You can watch it on our blog. Britney Spears' book is apparently making history already, hours after it was officially released. She said that her memoir, The Woman in Me, has become the highest-selling celebrity memoir in history. Now, she's saying this. She promoted this, so could be true. I don't know.
But she's not doing any press, though.
No, unfortunately.
Like, she's not going to make the talk show circuit. She ain't doing any press. Gonna let the book do the talking for her.
Oh, yeah, and it is. And we do have some audio about what I'm about ready to talk about. So we talked earlier last week about how, she had like a 2-week bang fest with Colin Farrell after she and Justin Timberlake broke up. She obviously gets into a lot of family drama in this book. She talks about the iconic kiss with Madonna at the VMAs in this book. But something that is standing out for fans is how Britney Spears is slamming Justin Timberlake for trying too hard to fit in with black artists. And there is a very special story that Michelle Williams is narrating for this audiobook where Spears details the relationship with Justin and how this is kind of a lighthearted part of the book, I guess, where where Justin Timberlake sees Genuine out on the street. And let's just let Michelle Williams.
Here's Michelle Williams reading.
Yeah, doing her best Siri impression.
Yeah, reading from the Britney. Oh, how cheesy.
Like,
I can imagine.
cringe.
He's such a cheese ball.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
This is me, spaghetti ramen on his
That's so funny.
head, too,
Yeah, he had a ramen noodle head, and he's just like, hey, my man, what'd it look like? Justin, you're
ruining this.
And they were in their denim outfits when he did it.
Oh, geez. Well, so that's one of the highlights from the book.
I know she also,
That's a good
I saw a story about her disastrous VMA performance when she did Gimme More. I remember when this happened. I forget what year it was, but it was like supposedly her comeback.
Oh.
And she had an atrocious
Like what?
performance.
What happened? Like, why was
They
it
said she was robotic. She wasn't even like, they said it was so bad.
Yeah.
I think they were also giving her trouble about her body at that point. Remember, that was like,
yeah.
everybody was kind of looking to
In
shred
the
her
book,
as
she
well.
had just had a kid.
Yes, everybody was looking to shred her. So, to be fair.
She also said that that's the first time she saw Justin Timberlake.
And she had a panic attack.
And she had a panic attack and
Oh, really?
And
That's
completely melted down. She said
Sure.
even backstage she was having a meltdown.
Well, and I don't want to ruin this for her because if you're like me, you love memoirs. I don't want to go too far into some of the things, so I'm gonna give you some highlights.
Spill the tea.
I'm not gonna spill the full tea. So she does address what Riz was just talking about. She also talks about when she performed with the snake for "I'm a Slave for You," how the snake was like hissing at her the whole time, and she was actually really scared. She also goes into. She also goes into kissing Madonna, as well as how she was completely messed up when she married her childhood friend Jason Alexander in 2004. She didn't even know Kevin Federline was expecting a baby when they started dating. So she deep dives into all of her more infamous relationships.
Man, that dude is laid low, by the way, Kevin Federline.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
I know, like, what's he up to?
What's he up to? I know he's living in Hawaii.
Oh, he is.
I don't know if he works
With the
or
boys?
anything.
With their children?
Yeah, the kids live there.
Wow.
I think he may be remarried.
She
He's
goes
kind
in,
of laid low.
She goes into shaving her head. She said it was a huge FU to the world. She also says she was very much aware of the Free Britney movement and all of the things that her fans were doing.
Interesting.
This book is going to be Haas down the hall. Casey, he's a huge Britney Spears fan, and he was telling us in the break room earlier that he is just like he's already into like chapter
he's
7.
Gobbling it up.
He's gobbling it
I'm
up.
curious if she addresses the South Park episode about her, because it's brutal.
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one either.
They were basically saying that it was during the shaved head thing, and it was like, I think, doesn't she just like she's missing the whole top of her head?
Oh, no.
And her tongue's like hanging out, and basically they're satirizing like that we should share the responsibility that we did this to Britney. We hounded her into
just a complete meltdown,
to having it going completely insane. But man, it was a pretty brutal episode and it was like a 3-parter. It was like a big South Park episode. I'm just curious if she saw it and it seems like she's going in on everything.
Oh, and she's talking about her dad, how her dad was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Her whole family.
Wow.
Like her dad, like when she was during the residency in Vegas, like controlled every aspect of her life.
She even brings her grandparents and throws them under the bus in this book.
Like even to the point of knowing when she uses the bathroom.
Jeez.
She started seeing a guy and he was giving her energy drinks and the father found out and
Lost it. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be reading it.
I was telling you, Lern, before we went on the air today that at the Chiefs game Sunday, I was with one of the guys that I met in Northwest Arkansas, was like the Walmart music buyer. His company, that's what he did. Mm-hmm. They ended up pivoting to merchandising because no one put CD. But like he said, he's worked with Garth Brooks 100 times on like putting his box sets together.
Right.
And they would have, like, John Cougar Mellencamp would play at 7 o'clock in the morning for all these Walmart CEOs and stuff. And he's like, he hated it. He was like, this sucks. It's too early for rock and roll. And he was telling me some cool stories. And he said that, like, they brought all these Walmart CEOs into a room at, like, 8 o'clock in the morning. And a little 15-year-old girl came out. And they're like, she's going to be a big star. And she's saying, oops, I did it again. And we were all like, never. Never going to happen. And it was, it was Britney.
It was a young Britney Spears.
And he's like, we don't know what we're talking about most of the time. Said she like had a breakdown and cried in the room and everything.
Oh.
Did you also see that she tried out to be in The Notebook? And that they're sharing?
released the audition tape.
Yeah.
She also said that Ed McMahon hit on her when she was 10 years old on Star Search.
This book.
They also said that audition was pretty good.
Yeah, they said it was
I
good.
watched it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. She wasn't as good as Rachel McAdams. They did the right casting with Rachel McAdams.
Wait, did you see Rachel McAdams' audition tape?
I did. I watched both of them.
Okay,
back to back.
because they're all. I mean, audition tapes are audition tapes. When like people first see an audition tape, they're like, "Wow, that person sucks," but you're like, "Dude, come on, man, these are
I watched them
totally
back to
different
back,
things."
and Rachel McAdams just nailed it.
I mean, she's like classically trained. She has like a master's degree or something in theater.
If you look up Rachel McAdams' audition for Crossroads,
Oh, please.
she blew it.
That movie is such a cheeseball movie. Terrible. 30 Seconds to Mars and Journey are among the 9 acts who are going to be performing at the first ever kickoff concert in Vegas for the Grand Prix as part of the November 15th opening ceremony. Organizer Formula One says the performances will take place at various grandstands they've set up for viewing of the event, and ESPN2 will then air the ceremony nationally. It's going to be streaming on the F1 YouTube channel.
Hey, before you go too far, I'm watching the Gimme More performance. And like people are, I mean, in the crowd,
they were savage.
It's going to faces like of 50 Cent and Rihanna and all these people, and they're all looking like this is really bad. It must have sounded bad because it doesn't look all that bad. And dude, to think about, and I even remember, and I'll fully admit, I remember thinking like, wow, Britney doesn't look great when this happened.
Did she have brown hair in this performance?
No, it's kind of blonde here. I'll show you. But dude, this is a recent mother of 2, and she looks freaking incredible. I mean, incredible. Like look at her. And she even said something like, I had just had a second baby, and for some reason, people think me not having a 6-pack was offensive at the time. Yeah, and look at her. Great. Like, I mean, I'll fully admit, when this happened, I thought, wow, like Britney lost her body. Her body's phenomenal in this. Phenomenal.
The 2000s were weird for body issues.
Weird, dude. Weird. What were we thinking?
I don't know.
But whatever.
She looks good.
I mean, I'm glad she's rebounding.
Like,
I mean,
telling her side. Yeah, I'm
still
happy
dancing with
this.
knives at home.
That has to
That's
stop.
frightening.
That's got to stop.
The Smashing Pumpkins are down to 2 guitarists following the resignation of Jeff Schrader, who's been with them for the last 16 years. Schrader said he decided to leave the band to make some space and explore a slightly different path. He then tells a story about how he came to join the band while working on his doctorate in literature at UCLA.
He's a good dude, man.
Have you met him before?
We've emailed back and forth.
That's cool.
About different things, but like what I learned was it's a hardworking dude. I don't know if he's the MD for the band or what, but like he seems to just be fully 150% into, or was into, Smashing Pumpkins. Show to show, tour to tour, everything. Like he lives it. That is a hard-working dude, and from all accounts, a really great guy.
That's Billy Corgan's band. Billy Corgan controls every aspect of that band.
Yeah, well, I understand.
But he says, so Bill, and speaking of Billy Jimmy Chamberlain, James Iha, Jack Blake, they said for being both wonderful bandmates and even better friends, he'll be missing sharing the stage with them, wishes them all the best, and the band says too, words cannot express our gratitude and appreciation for the friend he is.
I'm glad it's on good terms.
All is good. Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's 31-year-old daughter, Frances Bean Cobain, and Tony Hawk's son, Riley Hawk, are now husband and wife. The two tied the knot earlier this month in L.A., and Michael Stipe officiated. So that's pretty cool. Michael Stipe is Frances's godfather, and her godmother is Drew Barrymore. So that would have been a fun wedding to be at. This is her second marriage and Riley's first.
Yeah, she married that scumbag from that band that stole the guitar.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, man.
What a turd.
That got that guitar, the unplugged guitar.
Yeah.
And
And
like held it hostage.
Did he steal it? Because didn't they give it to him and then ask for it back when the divorce happened?
you got to give that thing back.
You got to give that thing
You
back.
got to give it back. Well, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But do you got to give it back? I'm not even defending.
Gotta
I'm
give
saying
it back.
if someone gave you something,
Yeah.
if Tim gave you something, and y'all got divorced, do you got to give it back?
Yeah.
I don't know. If your dad was in an iconic band and that was an iconic guitar from that
I agree
iconic
with
moment.
You. I think
One of the most famous guitars
I
ever.
think it's the right thing to do, but I'm just saying maybe we don't know.
I don't care what the law says.
all the situation.
From the heart, give it back. Rest in peace to Detective John Shaft, whose real name is Richard Roundtree. Passed away at the age of 81. He embodied the coolness of the 1970s by starring as the no-nonsense crime fighter in the original Shaft movies and TV show, returning to the role in several Shaft reboots in the 2000s. So R.I.P.
Well, he was the real Shaft?
He
Oh,
was.
yeah. Richard Roundtree? Oh, yeah.
Another book I'm going to be reading is John Stamos' memoir. It's out now. He talks about having 2 nose jobs when he was on General Hospital in the early 80s. The second one happened within a year of the first, and he hated the first nose job he had so much that he went to Michael Jackson's nose job guy to get his nose that we all see him with now.
Michael Jackson's nose was not great.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't great eventually. At first, it was all right, right?
I guess at first it was all right, but it got to a point where you go,
Deteriorated.
Michael, there's no more nose to take.
Right. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Uncle Jesse. And finally, 21 movie monsters who are actually kind of hot. Yes, this is a
Hot
list.
movie monsters.
And let me tell you, this list is trash before we even get into it. Because, I'm thinking, let's go around the room.
All right.
If you
I will
had to-
tell you, it's one of these Twilight guys, right?
No.
What's the list?
It's 21 movie monsters who are actually kind of hot.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of.
No.
hot.
Let me tell you something.
What?
I would bang Harry from Harry and the Hendersons
Yeah.
just for the
Would?
story.
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't bang a Sasquatch just for the story?
Yo,
I mean,
Kate
me personally,
Beckinsale.
no.
Kate Beckinsale.
From Underworld.
Well, big feet
Underworld.
mean-
Would be a great on this list. She's not
Hottest
on the
monster
list.
of all
I
time.
agree. I agree. Not on
Sully.
the list. No.
From Monsters, Inc.
Or no, actually, yes, he's number 7.
Sully from Monsters, Inc.?
What
The
are we
blue
talking
guy.
about?
That John Goodman?
What are
The
we
John
talking
Goodman
Yeah.
voice.
What?
Are you being serious? That's on the list?
That's number 7.
Okay, this is
Beckinsale is not on the
Sucks
list.
already.
Can't we just have a freaking serious list one of these days? Come on.
Grover. I want to bang the monster at the end of this book.
I'm just going to give it to you because this list is so bonkers. Number 10, and this is okay. Number 10, Megan Fox, Jennifer from Jennifer's Body.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Super hot.
So hot.
Oh, Natasha Henstridge from
Oh, Species.
Species.
What? That's number 1,
The
2,
whole premise of
and
the
3.
movie is everybody wants to bang her.
Yes.
No.
Don't you remember the hot tub scene? Isn't there a hot tub scene?
I want
yeah.
you to
Did I-
take in this list. I'm going to give it to you guys, and I want you to hear me out. Number 9 is the pale man from Pan's Labyrinth. With
With
the
the one eye?
With
Yeah,
the
he's
eyeballs on
sexy.
it.
I mean, he did have good abs.
He eats children. Number 8.
He's got no genitalia.
He has got no genitalia.
Well, I mean,
He looks Irish.
And why
Not
would
that
you
you know of. Not your. He doesn't have your traditional genitalia.
That's true.
correct.
Number 8,
Very open-minded of you.
Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, and Pirates of the
Snakehead?
Caribbean. Yes, he has got the tentacles.
Oh, yeah, the tentacle beard, whatever it is.
Yeah, but I
guess
mean, if that
that's
guy went down on you,
It would be crazy.
it would
All
be
right.
crazy.
Number 7 was Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
for ungodly reasons. Number 6, the female Cenobite from Hellraiser, so Pinhead's female version.
She was kind of cute.
Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus. He's the dead guy they dig up.
Okay. Because he
Number-
doesn't talk.
Number 4, Master Gracie from The Haunted Mansion, played by Nathaniel Parker. Number 3, Lori from Trick or Treat, played by Anna Paquin. Number 2, from Warm Bodies, the character R, who's played by, he is hot, Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
And number 1.
Hottest
Naked Ghost.
monster.
13 Ghosts.
And that, she's
Casper.
hot too.
Let me guess. Casper.
No.
James Earl Jones when he's the snake and Conan the Barbarian.
Good guess? No.
The monster from the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Swamp
A
Thing.
bad guy from the Scooby Doo movie.
It's Billy Zane's character from The Mummy.
Oh,
Imhotep.
Emotep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not Billy Zane.
Emotep. Why don't you help your? It's not.
everybody say
It's,
that?
it's not Billy Zane. It's a guy that I always say is Billy Zane, and it's wrong. Did you know that?
Everyone always says it's
Yeah.
Billy
No, it's
Zane.
not Billy Zane.
Billy
No,
Zane is not
no.
in the Mummy.
No, it's the guy that's sick of being compared to Billy Zane.
What does he look? Does he look like Billy Zane?
Dude,
Willie
for
Willie
sure.
Jane.
Yeah, he does, kind of.
The shaved head guy, right?
Yeah.
and every time
That's not-
his name is Arnold Vosloo.
What about The Rock as the Scorpion King?
Arnold Vosloo. This
That guy.
No.
That is
Yeah,
the
dude,
Mummy.
that's Emotep.
Oh yeah, that is Emotep.
That's Emotep.
Yeah,
Right.
Billy Zane was his stunt
Look,
double. Maybe.
look behind you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Emotep, the high priest. Arnold Vosloo,
I have been thinking
commonly
it's Billy
known
Zane
as
the whole
Billy
time.
Zane.
He
All right.
does look like Billy Zane a
Yeah.
lot.
In that movie because of the guy liner, I
And
think.
the only reason I know is because on this show I've probably said this. I've probably said that character was played by Billy Zane 4 times, and every time our audience is like, "Dude, you've said this before, and you've got to get it right someday." It's Arnold Vosloo or Vosloo, whatever his name.
That
is.
What a
is
great
incredible.
character though. Like
That was a Tom Cruise flop. We talked about that the other day. I forgot about that. Remember when they tried to reboot The Mummy
yeah.
with Tom Cruise? Did
Yeah.
not go well.
Well, my mind is completely blown that
Not
that
Billy
is
Zane.
not
But there's
Billy
2
Zane.
people that look like that, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
All
I
right,
think
well,
Arnold's
this-
best roles in Titanic.
Your celebrity celebrating a birthday today, Mia Wasikowska. I think that's how you say it. Alice in Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland movies. It's appropriate, is 34. Ciara is 38. Katy Perry is 39. Craig Robinson is 52. That's Daryl from The Office. We know him in a lot of fun things. Pineapple Express. Pedro Martinez, Hall of Fame pitcher, who won 3 Cy Youngs in a World Series with the Red Sox, is 52.
Decent
Michael
career.
Boatman, that's Julius Kane on The Good Fight. You also might remember him from Spin City. He's Carter. Michael Boatman is 59. Chad Smith of the RHCP is 62. Nancy Cartwright, 66. Glenn Tipton, Judas Priest guitar player, who's battling Parkinson's right now, is 76. John Anderson, the Yes lead singer that everybody says is the best Yes lead singer, is 79. And Marion Ross, that is Marion on Happy Days. Marion Ross
She's
is
not dead.
95 years old,
I think she
bro.
may have just passed.
Well, she's on my list as not just passed.
Oh,
hang on. Hang on. Let's look it up. Marion
Mrs.
Ross.
C.
Is
Marion Ross. Years active. Now, she retired, it says, in 2021.
All right, she's still with us.
Is she alive? Yeah, she's alive. Happy birthday. Congratulations, Riz. Said your name one too many times.
wait, it
already.
does say she died. Her
for real?
hair.
That's what I meant.
Oh,
Yeah. That was, yeah. So I guess she's still
That's
good.
it. Yeah, that's what I meant.
all right. Yeah.
My
yeah.
apologies
Happy,
to the Ross family.
Happy birthday, Marion
Happy,
Ross.
happy birthday.
Not good.
Take
Not
a
good.
take a
And
trip.
round of applause is for you. Sorry. Damn it.
Look what you did, dude.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jessica Love. It's all about love today, guys.
Yay!
Today's birthday girl has been in 85 fine films, including Casting Cuties 4, Deep Heat, Dirty Little Pigtails, Dr. Screw, European Wife Sluts, The Great British Gender Bender 2, Pump Friction, Lern's favorite,
Yes.
Weapons of Mass Satisfaction. Moon's favorite, Wiener for the Cleaner.
Yes.
Also your favorite, World Cup, so you're into soccer.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Oh, God. And who forget a roll
King Scott's favorite.
in 2003's Let Me Taste It, Yummy.
It's a cool movie, dude.
Oh, God.
It's definitely
Let me
Scott's
taste
favorite.
it.
Yeah, that's
Yummy.
a good one, man.
Jessica Love is 45 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and we're going to play Do It, Bitch. Moon, if you would get the great wheel. Activate the great wheel.
Activated. I call upon you.
The great wheel.
Great wheel.
All right, so put your name on there, Lern's name, Rafe's name, and King Scott's
Got
name.
it.
We're going to get the teams going here. So we've got one pair of Talica tickets left. We've got tickets for the Ballpark Village Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash, which is this coming Saturday, hosted by the entire show here. We've got tickets to go see Blue October, and we got tickets to go see comedian John Mulaney Saturday night, January 13th, over at the fabulous Fox Theater. So do it, bitch. The Great Wheel is going to decide the teams. Each team will get a gambler and a guesser. The guesser will leave the room. I will give the gamblers a category, go back and forth, betting on how many things their teammate will get in that category within 10 seconds. If the gambler thinks the other team has overplayed their hand, they'll say, do it, bitch. We'll then bring the guessers back in, and we'll see if the guesser can make good on the gamble. We'll play best of 5. Losing team gets shot with the airsoft gun, and the host will then spin the wheel to see if they'll also be shot with the airsoft gun. All right, so Moon, if you would, the Great Wheel. Put it up on the big screen, and let's get the teammates going here. All right, here we go. Right.
Hit me.
Rafe. Okay, so Rafe is first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you doing this, Riz?
I'm going to run the game.
Okay, then I will be this
You'll
one.
be me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Spin that wheel. Here we go. Who is Rafe's teammate? It's going to be Rafe and King Scott.
Yay, the champs.
Rafe and
King.
King Scott
Hey,
versus
girl.
Moon and Lern. Do it, bitch. So you guys on the phone, who are you guys going to back? Get me 4 people.
Okay.
King Scott. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Do it, bitch is next. All right, 801.
Just
I
threatened me, man.
accosted
No
King
big
Scott.
deal.
Lern just tried to psych King Scott out, and it was a pretty weak psych out.
Yeah,
No
there's
idea.
a lot of,
time.
lot of
Hey.
gamesmanship going on in here.
I
You had
walked
better
behind
watch
him.
it.
I tapped him on the back, I'm small, tapped him, I go, he turned around all happy, I go, you better watch it.
And
Well,
man, it hit.
She went like this, raised her fist
Yeah.
up. He flinched.
Well, it's King Scott and Rafe versus Moon and Lern. Time for Do It, bitch.
Do it.
All right. Time for Do It, bitch. All right, this is the game where we'll have a gambler and a guesser. The guesser will leave the room. I will give the gamblers a category. They will go back and forth betting on how many things their teammate will get in a particular category in 10 seconds. If the gambler thinks the other team overplayed their hand, they will say, do it, bitch.
Y'all don't even know what's coming for you.
That's right.
We'll
She's-
bring the guessers back in. We'll see if the guesser can make good on the gamble. We'll play best of 5.
She's got the little pink pig over there, the stress relief thing. And look, she brought me a unicorn.
Yeah.
I got one.
All right, so we got Team
calm
Stress Ball
souls over
We got the
here.
anxiety team on your left.
Team stress ball.
We squeezed each
Versus
other's
team.
stress balls in the hallway.
versus Team,
Over 6 foot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Insert.
Team Tall People versus Team.
Plantar fasciitis. We're sponsored by Plantar fasciitis.
Good luck, guys.
All right, so since Rafe's name came up first on the wheel, you guys have to tell us who your gambler will be first.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, this is
Riz
Riz
version.
Oh, I'm
Riz
sorry.
rolls. You want to gamble first?
I'll gamble first.
All right.
All right, King
Call me
Scott
Kenny
will
Rogers.
gamble first.
Gambler.
Team Stress Ball.
What would you like
Who
to
will
do?
be your gambler? Who will be your guesser first?
What would you like to do, Captain?
I will gamble first.
Okay, so it's going to be
Okay.
King and Learn gambling, and Rafe
Just like
and
we wanted.
Moon guessing. All right, let's get the phones going here.
Okay.
All right, Steven, hello. Steven,
Morning.
are you Team Learn and Moon or Team Rafe and King Scott?
Team Stress Ball, Learn and
baby.
Thanks.
Yeah, baby.
Steve, hang on.
Doesn't want tickets.
Steven, enjoy your night. Not out.
Zane, Team Learn and Moon or Team Rafe and King?
Let's go Racing King, please.
Yeah.
Billy Zane, thanks for calling
Yeah,
in, dude.
man.
We just talked
Is
about
it
it.
really you, or is this
Listen
someone
to
else
your
that looks
buddy
like
Zane.
you?
Arnold, thanks for calling in.
Nicholas,
Trying to help you out.
Nicholas,
Hello. Good
Rafe
morning.
and King or Moon and Learn?
Moon and Learn, please.
Right on.
Another person who wants to stay in.
It's stressful. All right.
Okay.
My people.
And Tony and Imperial, Rafe and King or Moon and Learn?
Moon and Learn.
Wow.
Stressed
Thank you,
out,
St.
man.
Louis.
Okay.
Pressure's
Seems
on
like
it.
St. Louis is
Pressure's
for
on
Team
it.
Stress Ball.
Yeah, they like stress, man.
Team
This is
Stress
weird.
Ball. And
Or
it
you
looks
can go
like
calm.
Zane is going to have a good night
Oh,
out.
it's gonna be
Let's
awesome.
get the guessers out of here.
Okay.
See it.
Ready.
All right, buddy. Hey,
We'll get the guessers out of here.
looking
I'll talk
good.
to our gamblers
In our
here.
cute jacket. We're gonna
Okay.
kick some ass. I'm telling you what, this Team Stress Ball.
Okay, remember you're guessing We're gambling on how many your guesser will get in this particular category in 10 seconds.
Right.
The category is St. Louis landmarks.
Oh,
St. Louis landmarks.
let's see. How many are there? There's the Arch. There's the courthouse.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
The zoo.
The
Science
you could
Center.
say the Loop.
History
The
Museum.
Loop. Oh, okay. So neighborhoods.
Scott Joplin's
landmarks.
house.
Landmarks. I mean, and basically,
The Soulard is a district a landmark?
sure.
Okay.
You think that counts as a landmark if they say Soulard?
No, I don't. I feel like maybe like the Walk of St. Louis Hall of Fame is the landmark in the Loop.
Okay.
Would a casino work?
I think the Loop is a landmark, but Soulard is a neighborhood.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So Loop's a landmark.
But what about the Hill?
Yeah. What about
That's
the
a
hill?
landmark.
The Hill is a landmark.
Are you going to stipulate that this can be? It doesn't have to be an object because I feel like if we say landmark, it's going to go
To
objects.
Yeah.
For both.
Whatever they think.
Oh
The
my
water
God.
fountain. Right
What
here in
water
front.
fountain?
Exactly. This one down here.
Yeah, right here. This is a
downstairs.
landmark.
Does that count?
No.
Oh.
No.
A famous St. Louis landmark.
Ooh, the world's biggest Amico sign.
Yes.
That's a landmark. Okay, Lern, we'll start with you. How many St. Louis landmarks will Moon be able to get in 10 seconds?
I think he'll be able to get 4.
Will Rafe be able to get 5?
I'm going to say yes. Rafe can get 5.
Will Moon be able to get 6?
Yeah, I think 6. He could
6.
definitely do that.
King Scott, will Rafe be able to get 7?
Yes, he can.
7.
But I'm trying to think. You know what? Yeah, he can get 7.
7.
Do it, bitch.
Do it, bitch. Rafe is up.
Okay.
Rafe's going to get 7. Okay.
Let's bring him in.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Here we go.
I'll tell you what.
What did it look like out there?
I don't know. It took a long time.
Rafe and I.
We both changed our healthcare plan on the company website. Wow.
Both going with the PPO, huh?
Rafe and I were both on the same team in the opinion of this is going to be a high number because y'all were in here for a while.
Well, it wasn't that long. When you're out there, it seems like forever.
Yeah, it felt quick. in here.
Time slows down.
We had a
For the
pretty
time.
in-depth conversation out there, so it felt like we had time.
Well, I'll tell you the number is 7. The number is 7, so it's not that bad. And Rafe, you're up.
Let's do it.
Okay, Rafe, you're up. And Rafe, in 10 seconds, give me 7. You ready, Moon, on the timer?
I'm ready, man.
7 St. Louis landmarks.
The Arch, the City Museum. Man, I'm not from St. Louis, dude. I'm toast.
What?
Ferris wheel. Bitch.
3.
What's a St. Louis landmark, dude?
Bush,
Hey, man.
The Loop.
Could be anything.
Budweiser.
Could be the brewery. Could be the Arch. Could be the zoo.
Oh, I
could be
thought you
the
meant like landmarks, like a
Here we go.
statue or a
See
monument.
what I'm talking about? That's
Anything.
what I said.
We
Could
should
be a-
have had some clarification.
That's
on that.
what-
I did not
I
name
think so.
buildings.
Could be anything.
That's-
If I
that's a-
said St. Louis landmarks, it is.
That's the point.
All right, man. To me, a landmark is like a.
Structure. Or, I mean, a
I want you to
statue.
know that I
or-
argued this point for both teams.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Why are you screwing it for your team?
I'm not. We're taking the point. I'm just saying I'm
Yeah, that's
I have a heart.
man. 7.
We'll start the timer again. Let's try it again.
We're taking the point.
I was just like,
I'm not
I was thinking
deleting
like
the point.
statues and I didn't know I could just be like,
The Hill.
yeah, that point van. I
270.
think it's a landmark. That's
It's
wild.
not a landmark, but we all know the. I mean, he said the Arch. Obviously, you knew that was a landmark.
It's also a monument.
The courthouse.
A built monument.
The brewery. Okay. I'm giving the point to Moon and Lern.
Yeah, I'm not from STL either.
I'm not either, but I still know St.
7?
Louis landmarks.
7?
I just rattled off like
3.
5 of them.
Wow. Okay.
2 of them I said.
Negative point for Riz.
You
All
didn't
right.
say the zoo.
The zoo
didn't
is a
say-
landmark?
100%.
Okay. I don't know. I'd like to see the definition of landmark.
Roll the tape.
Let's look it up.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm almost going to give them another point for you arguing.
Go ahead.
We'll take it.
You've
We'll
already
take
got
the
a
point,
yellow card.
and I will still.
You've got a yellow card.
We still
got
got
this,
this.
yeah.
Zane, we
All
got
right.
this.
Hey.
Okay. Let's
No
get
geography.
the
You know the rules.
let's get the guessers out of here.
Landmark. An object or feature of a landscape or town that is easily seen and recognized from a distance, especially one that enables someone to establish their location.
Yeah. The
I don't
St.
think
Louis
that
Zoo.
helped you. I don't think that helped
Oh.
his argument.
The zoo is viewable from a distance?
For sure.
I could see it from 40.
And it's used as like a, past the zoo.
Where's the zoo?
Science Center.
The Science Center is a landmark.
Barnes is probably one. I mean, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to
Thank you, Moon.
move on.
I love how all the pictures of landmarks are like Big Ben.
Look up St. Louis landmarks.
St. Louis landmarks. It says right here in an article there's only 4.
Get out of here.
And they're all the arch.
All right, moving on.
The Arch Museum.
Yeah, anyway,
the Arch
next
elevator.
category
The Arch parking lot.
the next category is U.S. presidents. So straight up U.S. presidents. You can't argue about this one.
No.
U.S. presidents. I'm going to start with you, Rafe. In 10 seconds, how many U.S. presidents could King Scott name?
These are hard gambles. This is what we were talking about in the hallway. It's hard to gamble on these two.
In 10
I don't
seconds.
ever know if he's going to fold. My heart says he can do it, but my brain says don't be so sure. I'll go 6.
6 U.S. presidents. Can Lern do 7? U.S. presidents. And there's no arguing here.
No, this is way more clear cut.
This is clear cut.
St. Louis landmarks.
Right.
Yeah, Lern can do 7.
7 for Lern.
Do it, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. She got it.
The number is 7.
Lern and the pink pig, she can do it.
Okay.
She's got her pink pig stress ball. I got my unicorn one. We're fine.
Okay. All right. King Scott.
Fucking trashing me again.
You ready, King Scott?
Yep.
To watch Lern?
Oh, thank you. That made my heart feel much better.
Maybe just clear out.
Oh, thank
Take
you.
your headphones off.
Lern, the number is 7.
Great.
And there's no friggin' arguing here.
Whatever. Kidding.
Lern.
Yeah.
In 10 seconds, give me 7 U.S. presidents.
Biden, Trump, Obama, G.W. Bush, George Walker Bush, Clinton, and Reagan.
What she just say? G.W. Bush and George.
Herbert Bush.
Did she say Herbert or Walker?
She said
I heard it said Walker.
You said Walker.
So it's G.W. G.W.
Come
She
on.
didn't say same Bush twice.
George Walker, but G.W. Mother F. No arguing. What? We weren't going to argue.
Oh, man.
She did say the same Bush twice.
I meant his dad.
She did say the same Bush twice.
She said Bush twice, and there's 2 Bushes. So
She didn't.
which is
But
gonna
she
be-
didn't say.
She did say Herbert Walker Bush.
If she had said Adams,
I would have accepted 2 Bushes, but she did say the same guy's name.
She
twice.
did say the same guy's name twice. I'm sorry, guys.
I hate everyone right now.
I'm sorry. She did. If you would have said Herbert, I would have given it to you.
I think they took that one from you. That was cheap.
I'm so impressed with myself, you guys. That was big for
That
me.
was great.
Yeah, no, you.
And you came in at the last second with the 7th thing.
With Reagan
Well,
out
with the
all
6th thing.
presidents.
Really.
Damn it.
If you would have said Herbert Bush, George Herbert Bush, I would have given it to you. But you did say Walker. That's GW and GW.
Did I
Time
say
out.
all Republican
Time out.
presidents?
Did she say George Bush?
No, she said
then,
Obama.
And then she said
No,
George
she said
Walker?
G.W. Bush,
GWB.
and then George Walker Bush.
They're both the same name.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Whatever,
I'm
man.
sorry. It's 1-1.
If that's how they have to win, it's no big deal.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. that's
Fairly.
all right.
Come on.
Technicality.
Hey, clear cut.
Guys,
All right, get out.
let's not
arguing.
bitch as much as you did, and then give me crap for my single
Come on,
comment.
get out. How dare you?
Come on, man.
I'm gonna go.
Guesser's
Hey, I'm
out.
gonna go stare at all the St. Louis
Guesser's
landmarks.
out.
And then
Yeah,
when I
go
come
stare
back.
at
All right.
Guesser's out.
People, junior names. Damn it.
I
Damn it
like these
all.
games always bring us together.
George Herbert Walker Bush my ass.
All right. The next category is types of nuts.
Oh, great category. Okay, let's see. We got macadamia.
Types of nuts.
I got to count them out to help. Peanuts, almonds.
I will start with Lern. How many types of nuts can Rafe name?
Moon. Moon
I'm
can
sorry,
name.
Moon.
This guy is eating nuts every day of his life. And this guy can name me 5 nuts. Straight up.
5 nuts. Can Rafe
Do it,
some-
bitch.
Oh.
Let's go. Hit it.
Yep.
What if he says like honey roasted?
You better freaking count it. Or
I
unless you
didn't
want
even think of that.
Hey, get out 1 second. Get out
Hang
1
on.
second.
Yeah,
Get out.
well,
Get out 1 second.
technicality.
Oh, man,
Get
that
out 1
changes the
second.
whole
Get out 1
thing.
second. Get out 1 second.
Well, how do we clarify that?
honey roasted peanuts.
Like, 'cause in
peanuts,
any flavor-
unsalted. Yeah. Is it any flavor?
Oh, well,
Salted,
that changes
unsalted.
my whole guessing then. If that's the
Types
case.
of nuts. So
Types.
types of nuts, not flavors of nuts.
No,
types.
types, yeah.
Types.
Okay, so you need to
it's
stipulate.
Almonds. It's Brazil nuts. It's cashews.
Avocado.
You need to say types, not flavors of nuts to this person.
Okay, should I say types, not flavors?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're in agreement?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
D's nuts.
Number 5? 5?
Yeah.
5.
I'm not sure this game's any fun.
All right. Moon,
Yeah, but
you're up.
Okay.
Hey.
You're up.
Hang on. I got my unicorn. Let me get
You're up. Are you able to start the timer and do it at the same time?
Yeah.
Or you want to switch with Lern?
Let's switch.
Why are you looking at me apologetically? What happened
I'm not
here?
just being silly.
And Moon's normally the operator at the time. And by the way, the score is 1-1.
Who's winning?
Okay. Moon,
Yeah, man.
5 is the number. I need 5 types, not flavors, of nuts.
Almonds, cashew, peanut, walnut, Buckeyes, pistachio.
Good. Got it.
All right.
Got it. Good job, buddy.
Buckeye's a nut?
He did 6.
He said, yeah.
Buckeye would I don't know. That's
Okay.
was
That's a
was
C,
questionable, but
He came back with the pistachio.
he came back with pistachios.
Yeah.
Low bid.
Came
Very-
back with
very
pistachios.
impressive.
Low bid for somebody that's got it locked down usually on brain power.
Is that it? That's 2 points.
We got God on that.
Okay.
Is that
You
the win?
5?
No, it's 3.
Oh, we
Three
have
for
to
the
get
win.
3? Oh, man.
Best of
Best
five.
of 5.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look at her trying to like pawn shots off on us. Messed up.
Hey, man,
Tell ya.
we're just trying to stay
Tell you
calm.
what.
and
I'm
and
trying to
it's-
get up in your brain.
Okay.
Would D's,
Guessers out.
would D's have
I
counted?
would have counted D's nuts. Honestly,
and
if
I
somebody
would
would have
too.
said
First
D's
thing
nuts,
that I thought,
I would
and I
have
was like-
counted it.
I would have
Would've
not
counted
argued.
it.
That's the first thing I thought, and I was like, if I say that, I'll
Would have
get
counted
stuck on it.
Would have counted it. All right, here we go. The category is shoe brands.
Shoe brands,
brands.
manufacturers.
Shoe manufacturers, shoe brands.
Brands, not types.
Not types, not like sandal. I want like Nike. I want Adidas. I want, Christian Louboutin. I want that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'll start with you, Rafe. How many shoe brands
Oh man,
can King Scott get in 10 seconds?
I feel like we're toast. This ain't his wheelhouse, and she's gonna have a ton. Man, I feel like I'm hearing nails in our coffin right now, dude. God, what a bad break.
I went in order here, by the way, just so you know. I
I
numbered.
have no doubt that you're being fair and as fair as a St. Louis landmark.
Oh, Jesus.
I would say, gosh, I don't even know if he can do 2.
I mean, he don't know Reebok and Adidas or Nike.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, stop leading the witness.
I feel like he's going to say boot brands. He's going to be like, Justin, I just know him. He's going to go in.
But if I look up Justin Boots, I guess.
it's a thing, but I'm saying like he's going to know 3 boot brands like Wolverine, Justin. And
So if he said Doc Martens, those would count because those
Okay.
are
Yeah, of
boots,
course.
right? So, all right.
man, 5.
Okay, 5 and 10 seconds.
Let's see. Lern can do 7.
Oh, skipped one in the negotiation process. Yeah, I think she can do it, but I don't think he can do 8. So it's like I don't know. Do I live or do I let the ginger sword? Do I fall on the ginger sword, or do I hope she has
So you said 7?
brain meltdown?
I said 7.
7.
Riz.
Would you go 9? If I go 8, would you go 9? Or are you going to back off the gas?
I don't know. You want to put you want to put it out there? I wouldn't say a damn thing.
Right now?
Don't say a damn
I think
thing.
he's trying to goad me into 8 because he knows King Scott can't do 8. I don't think he'll go 9.
Well,
I don't think he's got, especially not up 1.
you do you, friend. Let's go.
Do it, bitch.
Okay.
All right.
So 7. So, okay, wait. Before they come in.
Oh, well, he's coming.
Before they come in. If I say shoot.
whoa.
Hey, whoa.
Hang
Oh,
on,
there's
hang on.
Kerry Davis.
Gary said,
You're allowed to stay.
Here he's here. You get out. We're still having a
Scott,
conversation.
Get out.
You guys get out. Carrie Davis is
can
in.
stay.
Oh, Carrie, were you coming in to sub for Lern?
I was subbing in. She tagged me in.
Hey,
yeah.
Great.
But I only got a few minutes.
By the way, if I said shoe brands, that's right.
Yeah, shoe
Which you know,
brands. I'm sorry,
Shoe
what?
brands?
which it's shoe brands, right?
Yeah, shoe
I'm
brands.
getting
that's
shot,
bring
man.
that. That's bring
I'm
that.
getting
Okay.
shot in the ass.
Carrie,
today.
stay for this. This is a fun game.
I don't think they saw you.
Where are they?
Did
Come
they
on in.
disappear again? Come on. This is the most stressful game, Carrie. You
Okay.
have no
No,
idea.
Carrie wants to stay in for this.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You
It's
want
only
to
10
play?
seconds.
No, Lern, you're up.
I know what it is.
I'm up. Oh,
Lern,
my
you're
God.
up.
Here we go.
And the number 7.
No. Oh, no.
The number 7.
Yes.
Okay, Lern. In 10 seconds, name 7 shoe brands.
Reebok, Nike, Adidas, Converse, Doc Martens. Oh, my God. What's wrong with my brain?
The Lord has smiled on us today.
You know what sucks
Wow.
is when you say
You
shoe.
had it.
When you say shoe brands, I think you probably didn't even think about boots or any of the
I
the
said Doc
nice
You said Doc
Martens.
Martens.
I know. I'm just saying,
went-
I honestly thought she would go.
Christian Louboutin.
I thought she would go to, like heels and all these
Oh, my
different things too.
God.
It does.
That was my thing.
So it's okay, man. It's
They
okay.
were bitching that it was in your favor.
I needed you.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I needed you. So
Carrie, could you have done 7 shoe brands in 10
I
seconds?
don't think so.
It's tough, right?
Nike, Reebok, Adidas is probably my number.
That's it.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
Man, I thought you were going to rattle off some high-end shoe brands, and we
I
were
thought so
toast.
too.
Thanks. The great Carrie Davis, beautiful champion.
I can't believe this, dude. This is you know what? This is a baloney day miracle.
This is a 2 days in a row.
Second baloney day miracle, dude. This is like baloney day Hanukkah. This is crazy. This is
what a
crazy.
total nightmare.
Cannot believe it. Thought for
It was
sure.
seven, and I
7.
got 5.
got
What
5.
a total a-hole. Wow.
came out of the gate. too.
Athletic Works from Walmart.
I mean, you had 5 in 3 seconds.
I was just,
Maybe 4
I was
seconds.
already rubbing my ass when she started. I was just like, well,
Yeah.
it's over.
I thought you were
She's
going
at
to
5
pull
in
out
like
2
3
boots or
seconds.
something like that.
I tried to go back into sneaker realm
Yeah,
in
so-
my
all
right.
brain.
Jimmy Choo.
Yeah,
the
no big
whole-
deal.
Jester's out of the room.
Can't believe it.
Candies.
Sir.
All right.
This is for the win, by the way.
Yeah, Zane, we got
Comes down
this.
to
This is for Zane.
Comes down to this.
All for Zane right here.
All right. The final category is Metallica songs.
Oh.
How many Metallica songs can Moon rattle off in 10 seconds?
He can definitely get 3. Some of them are long, you know. Some of them are like Through the Never. That's going to take longer than a second to say. Or
So
Creeping
3.
Death.
And do they have to be exact? Do they
And
have
can
to-
it be covers?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Covers are fine.
All right, good.
As long as Metallica did the cover on a record,
Yeah.
on the
All right.
Garage Days record, or whatever.
And
as
does
long
it
as
have to
they
be
did-
exact? So
Does it have to be exact?
we didn't do that for the president's name, so you could do.
What if he said Master Puppets, not Master of Puppets?
I think
Master
it's-
Puppets.
Or if he says, Sanitarium instead of Welcome Home Sanitarium?
I think it should count.
Okay,
Yeah.
it'll count.
Let's count it because,
Okay.
yeah, certain words are going to stand out.
Okay, so you say Moon could do 3.
3. Yeah.
Can Rafe do 4?
I'm going to say yes, Rafe can.
4. Can Moon do 5?
'Cause we can do covers. We got all that. Easy peasy.
I mean, he's a guy. He's a man in the music business. Yeah, he could do 5.
5.
I'm going to say do it, bitch.
Okay.
All right.
Please. Okay. It's 5. Number's 5. The number's 5. The number's 5. The number's 5. The number is 5.
No.
The number is 5, guys.
5 guys.
5 guys.
Yeah.
Moon,
5.
you're up.
Gosh. These
Switch
low
with Lern.
bids.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hope it's hard.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hope it ain't nuts.
It ain't nuts.
Hold up. It is nuts.
Stop putting things in my
We already
head.
asked that question?
Lauren can find the.
I got it.
Okay, got it?
Yep.
Okay, Moon,
Yes, Riz.
for the win. In 10 seconds, name 5 Metallica songs.
1, Enter Sandman, The Unforgiven, The Unforgiven 2, The Unforgiven 3,
Yep, there it is.
Sad but True.
Holy
My
cow.
man.
There it is.
Killed it.
There it is. Oh, the look of disappointment on your face. by
Rafe
the
is
way.
really mad at me right
What,
now.
Just now?
Yeah.
Well, that's because I froze for a minute going,
you-
I don't know
would you
5. And then,
know-
of course, I
You
know
of
5.
course know 5 songs. You work for a
Nothing
rock
else
radio
matters?
station.
Good job.
Congratulations.
All right.
Rafe, was that too?
All right.
There isn't. Dude, you Unforgiven 1, 2, and 3. Jeez.
Hey, and we made a game of
You
it.
made a game of it.
Oh, my God.
See, I didn't know there's
I'm
three of
sorry,
those songs.
Zane. I'm happy for everyone
There are
else.
3 songs.
Everyone
Killed
that
it.
picked
That's
the winning
insane.
team.
Would you have easily got
So
this?
proud.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, dude. I would have just said the Black Album from start to finish, probably, and gotten at least
Yo.
8 to 10.
It's
See what
these
I'm talking
things.
about?
It's
All right,
the
listen.
stress balls.
I love
Congratulations
I didn't know that.
to Moon and Lern.
Thank you.
Winners.
5 Metallica songs on an alternative rock station DJ.
Oh, he's trying to.
I wouldn't
He's throwing it.
turn the page.
Right. God. Your face.
That would have counted.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of all their
Oh,
songs
my
I would have
gosh.
known.
See what you're
All right, so what's my fate going to be?
Thunder
Oh, wait,
Rolls.
before you spin the wheel. Now, it's my
Oh,
fate. Am I
my
going to get
God.
shot with the fellas here? God, please, no.
Sorry, Rafe.
That's all right.
If it lands
Hey, you
on
made an
the,
educated
if it
guess.
If it
lands
lands on Scott,
on the name, then that means I'm with the team?
Yep,
yes.
that's your team.
Whoever this lands on, that's the team that you are now representing. You are going in to
Spin the goddamn-
triumph or
Spin the wheel.
hell.
Oh, God.
Come on, join me.
Please, please. Yeah!
You lucky butt. You lucky butt.
2 out of 3. 2 out of
No, all right, listen, we got to take a break. We got to get Chris Kerber on the phone
Oh,
first.
yeah, look at that. The gun is all ready.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. Rafe and King Scott will be shot, and we'll talk to Chris Kerber.
Rafe, that was my loss today.
Now you're happy. Now you're smiling. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Welcome back to the program. Joining us on the hotline, one Mr. Chris Kerber. Good morning, Chris Kerber.
Morning, fellas. How are you?
Hey, before we start talking blues hockey, we got to take care of some business here.
That's all right.
King Scott and Rafe, if you'd go up against the
Learn your
windowsill. Sorry, Chris, we got to shoot him with the airsoft gun.
Chris doesn't like violence.
Aim well.
Well, Moon is the assassin here, and he is surgical with the airsoft gun. So they each get one shot in the tush. This is for losing our last game.
No.
And
farther and farther away.
I'm sorry, Chris. You have to listen to this. I know it's violence and yeah. You're up there. Okay, you're up there.
There's got to be a sensitive part of the butt.
Oh, dude, it's all sensitive.
Are we ready?
Go ahead, King Scott first,
Ah, yeah. Golly.
and now Rafe. Oh, you got him.
So
It's okay. Men cry.
Every other time he's ever shot me. He has a specific spot right on my left ass cheek. I haven't been shot in the right cheek
Oh,
in the
man.
last 20 shots I've taken.
I do take requests.
And he likes the
Just
innards,
let me
man.
know.
Why are you
Always.
going innard this year?
Left cheek, exact same spot. He's like wearing a divot in. He's like a woodpecker. He's like a slow woodpecker that's just drilling a second.
Hole.
I'm trying to kill the nerves
Anus.
in one spot so I can just give you
Yeah.
a good spot for NFL pick'em challenges.
Well, Chris.
I'm so mad I refuse to scream because I won't give anyone says.
Hey, this is you either start to pick better or part of your butt starts to calcify.
Yeah. Well, Chris, if you want to borrow the gun, I think you and Joey should do this before every game.
yeah.
Just to get the juices going. No, let's get hyped up. Blues hockey.
Hey, listen, too many games like last night, and we might have to bring that level of entertainment to the fans.
I tell you what. Yesterday, though, with that frozen frenzy, with every team playing last night, was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, they're doing it one other time. I think it's early January. Every team, all 32 teams playing, so 32 divided by 2, that's 16 games.
Yeah.
16 games, and I didn't get a chance to watch the TV coverage of it because of obviously our game going, but a good marketing aspect. I mean, just keep things, give people a reason to tune in and watch, and I thought it was a terrific idea, and it got a great response.
Yeah, and it was the internet was abuzz. Hockey fans were super stoked. I know I was laying on my floor, just flip. I watched the Capitals game, Capitals against the Maple Leafs, and then turned you guys on. Watched Ovechkin score his first goal last night. It was cool, man. It was cool, and ESPN Plus had like the whip around where they had almost like the NFL Red Zone, where they do if somebody scores, they'll show the highlights of it.
That's awesome.
Pretty awesome. I like that.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, sometimes the game also needs to progress, though. And
I agree.
In one of in talking to somebody that I know and trust real well, and they were talking about the ESPN coverage, and look, the fraternity of folks at ESPN, that have stayed and that like to cover the game of hockey. They like Steve Levy, John Bushidross, Linda Cohn, right?
Yeah.
Even all these years, hockey's back, and they've gone back to them. Okay, well, I promise you don't hear a whole lot of the terms of silky mitts and things like that. And I was told that the coverage was kind of a whole lot of cliched, stuff going back and forth, the O'Schneike stuff, and we can get past that in the sport of hockey and actually just present the game in the intelligent way that it can. So I'd like to see that get better, to be honest with you.
Well, maybe in January when they do it again.
Yeah, I doubt it. It'll be pretty much the same, I got to think. But it's more of, it's just one of those philosophies, guys, like they think of it, Well, listen, here's one. Okay, how many in the studio there have seen Strange Brew with Bob and Doug McKenzie? Or even know who Bob and Doug McKenzie is?
Yes.
Hey, Hoser.
Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas.
It's a beautiful flick.
Yeah. Well, that you're in Canada like we were in Winnipeg when they did two things on the video board. One, they did the the toque toss, where they were putting stocking caps inside one of those gas guns and launching them.
Yeah, nice.
And then the other one, then right after that, they followed it up with Hoser Cam.
Hey, how was the attendance up there in Winnipeg? I hear it's kind of light up there.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was 11,300, I think, is what the announced attendance was. And I talked to several people about that throughout the day because I was curious, as it's been a story lately, that is it really a story or is it just something that's gaining some traction? And to a person, I said, no, it really is kind of a story. Now, what had happened is because Jets fans, already lost a franchise, kind of like the St. Louis fans lost the Cardinals and then the Rams.
Yeah.
They're a little nervous about this, and now they've got an extremely wealthy owner. They've got a lot tied into it, so I don't think there's any threat that franchise is going anywhere. But the consensus from about the 3 or 4 people that I talked to about it said that season ticket holders are almost just not valued enough.
Huh.
And when you talked about that, they said, yeah, that's really quite true. And that's something that when Chris Zimmerman came into the St. Louis Blues, one of the first things he said was, we need to make sure that everything we do shows value for our season ticket holders because they're the lifeblood of our organization. Yeah. And they've taken that approach rather than winning. Well, in Winnipeg, the tickets were so hot when they first got there 13 years ago that they sold 5. You couldn't get a season ticket unless you committed for 5 years.
Yeah.
The ticket prices were high, and they and they had a waiting list of over 16,000 people. That clearly has dwindled, and they haven't really rebounded from that yet. So, yeah, attendance wasn't good. Now, it's a building that only seats like 15,500, but 11,000 is not good.
Right. Now, what do you do up there in Winnipeg? What's there to do besides watch the Jets play? What do you do, before the game? Are you sitting in your hotel?
This is one. That's one for me. This is going to be unfair, I guess, but for me, that's one of the cities where I catch up on my sleep.
Yeah.
Hey,
there's a
shout
best,
out to Winnipeg.
Listen,
there's a Best Western with a water
in all
slide.
fairness.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
He's going to go on the water slide.
At the Best Western? Hey, man, I'm telling you, it's kind of nice.
Listen, in all fairness, it might be terrific in the summer, okay? All right, but it gets so cold. Okay, so now it wasn't too bad. It was in the 30s. We landed in Calgary last night, and, there's already a bunch of snow on the ground, and it's 8 degrees. So, but in all fairness, it's just kind of gloomy, and I have now. I haven't taken the time to go really explore. We get in, we did have, I did find a good comedy club. That when we were there in the playoff series in 2019 because you got to get out. So I explored a little bit more, but the thing of it is, guys, in the winter, it's so dang cold, right, that every building is attached either underground or above ground. So you could be in Winnipeg for a week and never actually go outside.
You're like a mole.
Well, that's
You're like
cool.
an underground mole.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
You don't see
the
the sun.
Canadian mole. You look it up, and it's just a picture of a human.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Well, I think, have you ever been up to St. Paul has something, a little bit like it, where you can get from a couple of buildings, through walkways and stuff. But
Montreal's got that too.
I mean, yeah, I haven't found that in Montreal. I don't mind going outside Montreal.
It's like an underground mall in Montreal. It's pretty neat.
That is neat.
Anyway.
Yeah, that could happen. So, some of these cities have it, but this is extensive. I mean, this is the kind of like if it was a mole, your yard is gone.
Yeah, and now you're in Calgary. So what's there to do in Calgary?
Calgary's a lot different. Calgary still is like a booming downtown. Troy Brower, who's working for Blues Management, still lives here. I was talking to him last night, and he says they're still building. I mean, it's been a decade of building there. But my favorite steak place, so probably on the circuit, is here. It's called Vintage, so we're going to go to dinner there tonight. Nice. There's a real good poker room at Cowboys Casino, which is over near the rink. You typically find John Kelly on a day out here in Calgary
playing poker.
Playing poker. I had a great run there one year. I sat down with about $150. Went down to one $5 chip. Said, "What the hell?" There's that old phrase, "chip in a chair." Turned around and walked out with $400. So that I kept that chip. So I like that poker room there. So there's enough stuff to do. There's some nightlife. There's in the summertime, that Calgary Stampede is one of the biggest kind of rodeo experiences that anybody could experience in North America.
That's their football team too, the Stampede.
Yeah, that's their football team as well. Yep.
Is that where Cool Runnings? Is that where they had the Olympics?
Yes.
In the movie, Cool Runnings. Yeah,
what was that? Was it 86?
Yeah, the Jamaican bobsled team up there in Calgary.
That's my daughter's favorite movie.
The best.
You're dead man. But that, ironically, it was maybe 7-8 years ago. We were on the bus driver had the radio on, and there was a news report how that year they had finally finished paying off from the 86 Olympics.
Oh, everything?
It was
paying off the infrastructure?
Yeah, paying off all the debt that they had to build everything up, and it was 30 years later.
Wild.
Dang.
Wild. Yeah, that's why a lot of these cities aren't bidding for the Olympics anymore, because it puts them into just crippling debt for years, building all that infrastructure.
Yeah, and that's also why, the IOC has realized this, which is why you're starting to see the Olympics now in multiple cities. Yeah. And things. So they could spread that out a little bit, because if you go to Sochi, Russia, I mean, it's all those infrastructure. What they built is just blighted eyesores.
Yeah, isn't the next summer games like the North American games? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, because it's
no, the summer ones are in France this upcoming year, right?
Yeah, you're
World Cup. World Cup.
U.S., Mexico, Canada.
Yeah, that'll be the World Cup.
All right. Anyway, you start the Canadian road trip with a 4-2 loss to the Jets. Jets score twice in 18 seconds in the second period. What does that do to a goalie? When you score 2 goals in 18 seconds, does that just crush the confidence of a goalie?
It could in some. In a veteran goaltender, goaltenders are like relief pitchers that play the whole game. They've got to have a short memory, after every goal. And Jordan Binnington doesn't. Jordan Binnington was fantastic after those 2 goals. Can't blame him on those 2 goals either. I mean, those point-blank slot chances, guys forgot to pick up that high forward coming in. Gustafsson was the one that came off on the bench. It was a little difficult to track, but they should have had him. And then Appleton is literally just firing you from the hash mark. So, early on here at 500 and 2-2-1, we've seen the Blues have some breakdowns in the defensive zone. It wouldn't feel like it's that much of a problem, but the offense 5-on-5 is just stagnant. The 2 goals that were scored last night, you had a power play goal, and then you had a goalie pulled 6-on-5 goal. Yeah, so finally get the power play goal right. But Braden Shen was talking about it afterwards, and I put his comments up on my post-game podcast I put up the next morning. They're just, there's not enough battle in the offensive zone right now, 5-on-5, and this team's having a hard time scoring goals.
Well, so tomorrow you are, you're in Calgary now. The Blues are taking on the Flames. Friday, Vancouver. And then you got a bunch of days off, Like, so Friday, and then the next game after that is Wednesday, so you got 5 days off.
Yeah, so we'll play in Calgary tomorrow night against the Flames, go back-to-back, travel after the game to Vancouver, play in Vancouver on Friday. We'll fly home right after the game in Vancouver, which is great. Sometimes the team will stay after and you fly the next day. Drives me nuts because it wastes your next day. So we'll get in at like 5 in the morning. That's fine. Yeah, and then we got Parkway West in the state volleyball tournament, girls tournament. My daughter's on that team. They won district last night. So I had the game up. I had the game up on like the Misha TV thing. So right before the Blue, actually when the puck dropped, they were in their 5th set. So if I sounded distracted for about the first 2 minutes of the hockey game, I was actually watching volleyball.
One eye on the volleyball game. That's awesome.
One eye on the. Yep, well, listen, sports, Dad. When you got to travel, right?
I get it.
So they'll come home. They'll have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off on Halloween, fly to Colorado, and then play Wednesday against Colorado.
All right. Well, Chris, have a great rest of your trip, and good luck to your daughter in the States. And we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, listen, I'm debating on whether or not I wear a whoopee cushion costume on the flight to Denver.
Cute. Love it. Do it.
Lern says do it. So do it.
Bring joy.
Yeah. Bring joy. Love to see. I just don't want somebody sitting on me.
There we go. There's Chris in his costume. Chris, we love you, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
Cheers, y'all. Have a good one.
There he is,
Bye,
great
Chris.
Chris Kerber.
He's great.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Moon will read us some of your emails. And I've got an Am I the A-hole? And I think it's pretty clear-cut here, but I'll read it anyway. Got it now locked in officially tomorrow, 8:15, mystery guest.
Oh,
Mystery
good.
guest. Mystery guest.
I'm
Where we'll have
excited.
a mystery guest call up. And you guys in the studio will have to figure out who our mystery guest is.
So none of us know.
Well, Scott knows, and I know.
I
That's
guessed.
it.
Only the Scots.
Only the Scots know.
Huh.
But yeah, you could ask whatever question you want to determine who the mystery guest is, and I will guarantee you that all three of you who do not know do know this particular person.
We'll just alternate questions, and whoever gets it doesn't get shot from the airsoft gun.
I didn't think the airsoft gun was in play.
No. Get out of here.
Just kidding, guys.
I didn't think it was in play, but if you
trigger
want.
happy.
Yeah, we should.
I don't have a
that's a good
problem.
idea.
I'm just playing around.
Get out of here.
No.
Yeah, we could.
No.
It's going to be a good time. I like this. I was always on the other end of this
Yeah.
game. So this is
Mystery guest tomorrow, and we have another mystery guest next week.
Wow.
So 2 mystery guests, and I'll tell you, the next week's mystery guest, if it all works out, and I think I'm 90% sure on this, will be probably the biggest guest we've, and
holy
my mind.
smokes.
Or do we all know these people?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean by these people?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, tomorrow's for sure.
Okay.
But not next week's? The biggest guest
Next
ever?
week, yes.
Are these?
Oh, I don't want to build up next week, but I don't want to jinx it.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, I know who it is.
Who's in? Is it someone that's in town?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
Okay?
come on.
That's it.
I know who it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Who is it? Write it down. Write it down.
Uh-uh.
Write it down.
It's Jared Leto, isn't it? Again. He's calling in.
I know. who it
Jared
is.
Leto called in?
He's mysterious.
I know. Who it
You
is.
don't know nothing.
Isn't he always the mystery guest?
Jared Leto?
Yeah, it's always Jared
We've
Leto.
had Wayne Gretzky as a mystery guest. We've had
No.
Bob
Is this
we've
gonna be
Saget.
a
had Bob
sports
Saget.
person?
We've had Billy Corgan. No.
I'm not. Don't
The
book any
sports
sports
person,
person.
also
I'm
known
never
as
gonna
athletes.
Guess it.
I said all you would know this person. All you would know this person.
All right.
Aliens.
Can't wait till
That
Michael
means
Jordan
it
calls in
is-
tomorrow. Oops.
Oops.
Anyway, before we get to emails, this Am I the A-hole? And I think it's pretty clear cut here. This guy is a selfish piece of garbage. And he takes to Reddit in the Am I the A-hole section, and he writes, I, a 32-year-old male, and my wife, 25-year-old female, so now you know the stats, 25-year-old wife, 32-year-old husband. Been together for 6 years. Married for 2, happily 5 months pregnant with our first child. The pregnancy came as a shock to both of us. Well, we are so excited to start our family. I've always been a loving and supportive husband, and this has been no exception. I take time off of work. I drive her to doctor's appointments. I try to do the best for her. Yesterday was my 32nd birthday. So my wife, myself, and some friends went out for drinks. Everyone was having a great time, but my wife didn't seem to be enjoying herself.
She's pregnant?
So when I went to get my next drink, I also got her one. It was only a bottle of 3% beer, so nothing too strong, but she point blank refused to drink it. I asked her to, nicely, because it was my birthday, and having 1 or 2 beers would probably help her enjoy the night a bit more.
Ew.
Still, she refused, and eventually got so upset that she got a taxi home. She then texted me telling me not to come home, so I stayed at a hotel overnight. We spoke at midday today when I got home, and I explained that she should have respected my wishes for her to try to enjoy my birthday, especially considering the fact that I've been waiting on her hand and foot for months. So she responded by saying some stuff about the alcohol harming the baby, but honestly, I think 1 or 2 beers wouldn't hurt.
You're going to be a great dad, buddy. Mm-hmm. What a tool.
She's calling me an a-hole and saying that I don't care about our family and says she's going back to her parents' house for the week just to clear her head. So, guys, am I the a-hole?
Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
He said he.
Oh, my God.
How long in the night was this? Was he feeling pretty good by this point?
Sounds like he was schmammered.
Because he sounds like he was being very annoying, and she's having those regrets of like,
Yeah,
is this
dude.
really going to be the...
Is this guy out of his mind?
I just he sounds like he's pretty young. But what a dorky.
He's pretty young. He's 32.
I'm saying in his mind. But what a dorky thing to do. And all of us maybe are guilty of this at some point in our youth or whatever. But pregnant or not, what a dorky thing to do to pressure somebody to drink something.
Yeah.
But
That's like
you forgot about
come on,
when
We
man.
all did that when we were kids.
That's what I'm saying. But like again, what a dorky thing.
I
to
think
do.
it's bad if you're not a cool dad. He's definitely a cool dad.
Cool
I think
dad,
it's
man.
okay.
cool dad. You're right,
And
man.
be
Yeah.
really hands-on with his kids, I bet.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, this is their first kid. Why does she got to be such a stick in the mud? Am I
Yeah,
right? I mean,
I mean, good on
God,
her
it's
for
his
being
bir-
like...
It's his 32nd birthday. It's a milestone. Come on.
Right, it's a big one.
That's a-
roll the
that's
dice,
big
man.
one.
21 and then 32
Yeah,
And
roll
do-
the
and-
dice. It's
and
worth it.
and 43.
The thing he's probably not even thinking about too, and I know it's not mentioned here, but I wonder if we asked her, maybe she was having a hard time because it's her first time that she's out and can't party.
Yeah, maybe
Or-
she's
or-
5 months pregnant and is having a hard time
Yeah,
because
like,
she's
may-
pregnant.
Maybe
Right.
this isn't the easiest of scenarios for her to be in, and you don't care at all because it's your birthday.
birthday.
You're a big grown man, and it's your birthday. Like, come on, man.
He sounds like a giant baby.
Yep.
I asked her nicely because it was my birthday.
I mean, it was his birthday.
Yeah, he should
Not only is he
get whatever he wants.
the a-hole,
Yes, Rafe?
but this is grounds to cut it. To me, this is grounds to be like, oh, it's single mom time.
Single mom time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think
agree.
This
so.
is it?
I think this is all I would need to be like, man, if you don't care enough, you're 32. First of all, you're an adult who thinks your birthday is a special occasion because you're in your 30s. It's a special enough occasion to force your pregnant wife to drink.
1 or 2 beers. 1 or 2
Just at
beers.
all.
Only 3%.
Just at all. To make anyone drink with you at that age, to feel like you have to force it on them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's so
And
dorky.
then to like add to the fact that it's your pregnant wife and her first baby. Like no emotional intelligence at all.
Oh, but he's gone out of his way for her for 5
Waited on
whole
her hand and
months.
foot. I drove her to her doctor's appointments, guys.
But yeah, and she's
I blew it.
carrying another person in her body. Like he's acting like he's the only one doing the work here. Like her body is changing. She's having to lug around this belly that is probably heavy on her. Her back is killing her. Like she's doing work literally around the clock. You're sometimes maybe helping
not to
out.
mention she's angry. Pregnant women, angry.
Yeah, man, the hormones are off the chart.
Yeah.
She's probably like horny too. I mean, add everything
This
into
is
it.
this has been our Mr. Sensitivity segment with Scott Rizzuto.
Oh, Pregosaurus Rex, you don't want to poke the bear, huh?
Oh no.
I
No.
got 30 pounds
No.
on you, buddy. I will
I
kill
just
you.
man, if I was her, I literally would be like, this might not be the dig in and stick with him through everything guy. This might be like, oh, there's the last red flag.
Yep.
Is that what that means? Where she's
Just
going
get
to
out,
her
man.
parents' home, where she's kind of like, it's time to reevaluate.
I hope so. I really do hope so, because like this guy sounds like one pathetic loser.
But very cool.
But cool, yes, he'll be a good weekend dad. Great weekend dad. This guy is cut out to be the
They
weekend
got all the
dad.
video games.
Yeah, you don't play it smart, you're about to lose your weekends, Bubba.
All right, so the guy's the a-hole.
Yep.
Come on.
Emails, risho1057thepoint.com.
Good morning, kids. I had planned on handing out snack-sized chips and cookies instead of candy this year. Name brand, Doritos, Lay's, Fritos, Oreos, that type of thing. But after listening to the best and worst candy discussion, I'm now questioning the decision. Let me know what you think,
give
and
out
I
candy.
will abide. Thanks. 3 out of 5 stars. Team Riz member Mindy.
Just give out candy. I guess Oreos are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I want
make those
chips.
little Oreos, the dualies.
Yeah, that's fine. The chips, though.
But some kids don't like sweet. They like savory, maybe.
And Halloween's not a holiday for you.
Oh, then don't participate.
Just
All right,
get them
then settled.
that peppermint saltwater taffy. The kids will be happy.
Just hand out candy. Why you gotta be different?
There you go, Mindy.
And do
Right.
full size
And
with me.
and she
Break the
says,
bank,
I will
babe.
abide.
Just
Oh, well, then hand out U.S. war bonds.
Yeah.
The dudette abides.
Hand out $20 bills.
good. Next.
I will be honest. I am a recent fan that listens every day. Can't
welcome
claim I'm
aboard.
an original gangster. Wish I knew Jeff, but on the other hand, I can't imagine the show without Lern and Rafe. Girlfriend and I just bought tickets for Saturday night.
Hey, we'll see you down there, man.
Nice.
Matt Tea Party.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much of a douche would I be if we did not dress up?
Okay.
We're late to the game, and we just want to meet everybody. Josh,
Okay,
Washington.
you won't be a douche, but you will be. Everybody dresses up.
Yeah.
Everybody dresses up, but, dude, do your thing. Nobody cares.
Just put on some bunny ears or something and then just.
No, nobody cares. I'm not gonna throw you out,
No,
but
nobody cares. And honestly, maybe nobody notices. Maybe throw a flannel on it, and the people assume you're Eddie Vedder.
Wait, is that,
Yeah.
is that what you're going as?
What? No, I mean, but
Are
that
you
is
doing 90s?
that is the standard. I mean, the dirtbags are always dressed full blown 90s.
Yeah.
I still don't know what I'm doing, but
I
what
told
I'm
you,
telling
welcome
him,
down to Johnny Brock's.
I know. If I can get the time, I want to go down there. But what I want to tell him is like, you're gonna have a great time anyway. Nobody's gonna be bummed at you. Douche level 0, no big deal. But you ain't gonna win any of the prizes.
Well,
There's some big giant
yeah,
prizes.
In the years, this will be our third year going. Everybody's dressed up. Everybody. I don't think I remember anybody not dressed up. Honestly,
Yeah.
even the staff is dressed up. You will feel a little weird not being the one not dressed up.
So you can go as
Honestly.
somebody that doesn't dress up for Halloween.
There you go.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Like even Tommy the Boss. Tommy the Boss last year came.
What did he dress up as?
He was a Price is
Tinkerbell.
Right contestant.
Cute.
Where his wife, because he wasn't going to get dressed up, and
Right.
his wife's like, "No, you're going to."
Oh,
something.
his wife is Mrs. Halloween.
She's Miss
2023. Yes.
So Sarah Mattern just cut out like a Price is Right contestant, like that looks like
price
a price
tag.
tag, and just wrote Tommy on it.
Perfect.
That's great.
What did she dress? Do you remember what Sarah was dressed up as? Like
The
she was
wheel.
Price or, yeah, she's the wheel.
I don't know. She's always
She was Bob Barker.
done up.
yeah, she's always
She always
Would be a
looks
rad costume to be the wheel from the showcase showdown or whatever.
just be a pain in the ass to get all.
Yeah,
of
a lot of sideways through the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, worth it.
You know what? And that is the cool thing about this particular party is it's big and open and airy, and you can do those giant costumes.
Yeah, and
that
there
normally-
are.
Yeah, I mean, there's some badass giant costumes that you can't go to a house party. What are you supposed to do?
Right.
Stand in the kitchen all day, or stand by the door? Okay, you guys come to me. Can somebody bring me
I'm out in
another
the
beer?
yard.
Yeah,
I remember was it last year? Somebody came as like the Squid Game set.
Yes.
yeah. There was the set that was 2 years ago. Last year, that one gal had wings that went all the way out.
Oh yeah.
We also had, I think it was 2 years ago, but the shower from Karate Kid.
Yeah,
that was
dude.
awesome.
Oh yeah, it's good.
That's a good one.
There's some great costumes. You guys gonna have fun.
Yeah, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. You can
I saw
come no
Kiss,
matter
too.
what. You should come, but like, you can just do the bare minimum just to kind of like be like, hey, we're participating. You don't have to go out and spend $100 on a costume. You could just little face paint, put some whiskers on or something, and you're good to go.
It's fun. All right, one more Moon.
Good morning, lady and gentlemen.
Hello.
Was listening to the Friday podcast and had to chime in on the wetting hands before soap scenario. Now I missed this, but I guess you guys were talking about whether
Yeah, when you wash your hands, do you wet your hands first and then soap?
Yes.
Yeah. Normal people do that.
Well,
No,
two of us.
I do.
Not
You
always,
pump
though.
on one hand and you get the water in the other, then you blend them.
And that's funny you say that because
Just wetting your hand.
that is so. A lot of times I turn the hot on with my left and get that hot as I do the auto thing with the right hand. If it's an auto pumper, you know.
But that hand is dry still when you get the
Yeah,
soap.
and you got more soap
Sometimes.
under, no barrier between you and the soap. It's got more time to react and respond to your body. It's much better.
Well, you don't rub the soap before a hand is wet,
No, I rub one
You
wet
rub
hand with one dry
One
hand.
dry hand.
Yeah.
which is wet.
So you moisture your hand is moist.
You guys
Yes.
must have thought about this.
We are still fighting about this.
I'm gonna be
I
honest
don't
with
think they even understand what wet means.
I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
really-
I don't even know.
We're gonna have to go into the Jock
Next time
bathroom.
I wash my hands, I just do.
I do it exactly like he said.
with the left
Comes
and the
on,
right.
left hand turns on the
that's-
spigot.
That's
Water's running,
that's
getting
two.
hot.
That's
Rub my left hand under it.
that's
But
two
the soap
because
goes on dry hands.
yeah. The,
I
the
don't
point
lather.
is about
Then
the
get
soap.
water.
I don't
You
lather
guys
the
said
soap
you-
until my hands are wet.
That's-
But I get the soap on a dry hand.
Oh, you do. So that
And then I
so
go
that's
under the
soaping,
water and lather.
But that's still soaping a dry hand.
Yes.
So you're soaping before wetting.
I am. Thank
All right,
you.
let me ask
Yeah.
this question.
I'm not even. I didn't even get in the email.
Oh, there's still more? What is?
This was contention last week.
Well, yeah. This is all I have said is this person listened to the podcast where
Oh,
you
what
guys
did I
thought
say?
about it.
Because I got another thing.
Well, you opened up a wound.
Well, I got another thing. I got another thing to fight about real quick.
Okay.
But no, go ahead. Finish
So Wags says, I am a hand wetter before soap, and I think I have found out why I am. In elementary school, in our bathroom, we didn't have fancy liquid soap or even a bar of soap. We had a crank dispenser that gave powdered soap.
Wow.
Now, I remember,
remember
there were
those.
certain elementary schools that did this.
Yes.
There was no way you were getting your hands cleaned if you didn't have wet hands,
Yeah, I
fully
remember
wet
that.
hands,
Yeah.
before dispensing that nasty stuff into
It
your
almost,
hands.
it almost foamed like a weird foam.
And that was back whenever they had the fabric, the long way to dry your hands with the fabric. You keep turning it down.
Oh,
to get
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that stuff was almost like borax, like a laundry
Yeah.
thing you put in
Yes.
your hands.
That stuff was
What a
wild.
gross invention, dude. It was just like a big diaper that everybody kept wearing.
Yeah. after
wipe it off.
after years of using that soap, I think it's ingrained into wetting my hands first, even though King Scott makes a good point that liquid soap is, crazy to say, a liquid. What kind of soap did you have growing up? Maybe that explains the difference in styles these days. Love listening. 3 out of 5 stars. Team Riz, member 1387, Michael.
I grew up very wealthy, so we had liquid soap.
Yeah.
He's talking about in school.
Soft soap.
Yeah, we do the push and foam now in the house just because
Oh,
it's
you
cheap.
got foam. That's even
Well,
more
we bought like a box of 100 of these damn things, so they're not. It's not even good soap.
I
We're
think
just
we
trying to
had
get through it.
like growing up like a bar of ivory.
Yeah.
You know who makes good hand soap is Myers. And I think they're St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Love
Dude.
Myers.
Really?
It's good company.
Lemon Veranda or whatever it is.
Good cleaning products, too.
Yeah.
We had
super
bar soap at home, but at school, I remember the school that we went to afterwards, like the Latchkey School or whatever it was, had that nasty powdered stuff. And then the one at school, if I remember, had like a bottle with a piece of metal or something. You had to squeeze the bottle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we never had normal sinks. We always had the brown aggregate looking thing with the pedal that you had to
It
push
had
down.
the peg. The peg where you
Yeah, the peg.
Yeah,
It's like a metal peg.
The germ peg, man.
Yeah, gross, right?
Yeah.
All right, listen.
Sure.
My grandpa
Peg.
had lava soap.
Oh, I remember lava
the
soap.
big
Yeah.
lava
Let me tell you
soap.
something.
Wait, what's
I
that?
dare you to rub a dry bar of lava soap on your hands and peel away 15 layers of skin.
What's that?
It was like the Puma stones that,
Yeah,
blue
that's to get
collar
rid of
guys who
oil.
had dirty fingernails kept in their
Ew.
bathroom.
Isn't that like Gojo? I think it's.
Yeah.
But it had
Dude.
soap in it?
Yeah, it's in every machine
It's
shop
called
right now.
lava. It was just like a Puma stone
Yeah, like
bar
rocks in
soap. And if you you dry dock lava onto your hands, dude, you're
I think
literally gonna
asking
see your
for it?
skeletal.
I think
system.
Orange Glow is the other. Yeah, is the other
Orange Glow.
brand.
I thought that was for wood floors.
Yeah, it is probably.
All right, I gotta take a break.
What was your other argument?
I'm gonna. We gotta take a break. I gotta talk
All
on the
right.
other side.
Oh, man, I'm losing it.
Orange
What is
Glow is
your
like
problem?
it's like a hardwood floor cleaner.
She's
No,
losing
what is
it
the
over
other
here.
one?
Lava got her.
Is it? I think it's just called Orange or whatever. It's in like to get grease off your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm talking
Yeah, I know
mechanics
what
use
you're talking
it.
about. It's like a Goo
It's
Gone, but for
greasy.
hands.
Yeah.
What
It's
is that
orange.
stuff?
It smells orangey too, and it's got like
Yeah.
rocks
I
in
think
it.
it's called orange.
That's what we
I think
had at
it's
the
called
lawnmower
orange.
shop.
I like how you say orange. It's very New York.
Orange.
Citrusol? Is it that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Orange soap with grit.
Yeah, that's it.
Go, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, 9:28. It is Wednesday. One final look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Lane blocked due to a crash 270 southbound at 364. There's also trouble 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry Road and Big Bend. Average speed is down to 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast: spot showers possible this morning. High of 79. Right now it is 66 at the Point Studio. And your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Back to the program. All right, home stretch. We've got a couple minutes left. All right, here's another kind of silly question. This is not the, do you wet your hands before you soap question, but just as important, I think. When you put on a hoodie, you have to wear a T-shirt underneath, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you feel very weird. Nipples don't touch hoodies.
Otherwise, you're a monster, right?
Yeah. Nipples don't touch hoodies. No. First of all, they're not built on the bottom to, control the draft. So even if you do that, I mean, you're making yourself warm, then cold, then warm, then cold.
So when you wear a hoodie, like a pullover hoodie, you got to wear a T-shirt underneath, right?
What about bras? Do bras count?
I think that's still weird.
What about if you're on the beach and you just got out of the water and it's kind of getting cold and the wind's coming up and you throw a hoodie on then?
That's even weirder because now you're half wet and got sand.
Now you're wet.
No.
Ew.
I think it works on
like
the
a weird material.
Sunset
Rafe?
LA, it works perfect.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, especially Josh McNew, who was in this building, came to my house one time with the zip-up hoodie and no shirt on underneath.
Oh, that's even weirder.
And we ridiculed
Cold
him.
zipper.
You got the cold zipper on your
Cold
your chest?
zipper on your bare chest. And he was running something over to our house like last minute. And
I hate everything about
me and Tina immediately noticed so much skin at the top. No shirt collar. I go, what's going on under there? And she just slowly unzipped it to expose his bare ginger chest. And I was like, get out of my house.
You didn't let Kowalski know this when he got hired?
Get out of my house. We had to bury it deep.
Yeah, that's wild.
So, yeah, I'm against it. And the zip-up hoodie, you're definitely a serial killer.
Yeah, you're definitely weird.
I got some really nice hoodies that aren't, like, I know what we're thinking. We're thinking of kind of the rough little soft undertone of the hoodie, and that's what would cause the nipple chafing. But some hoodies I have are like fleece, and without a shirt or a bra under those, it's like quite fantastic.
In your house, maybe.
Right.
Weird.
You would go out with a hoodie with no shirt on?
I've done it before. I'm just going to fess up. Not proud of it, but it has happened. Sometimes you just don't want to wear anything underneath it.
I'm trying to think. So my wife, she runs the businesses from home, so she's there with sweatshirts on fairly often. I'm trying to think if she just has like a sports bra underneath or something. I guess
she probably does.
Yeah, I guess
maybe. A sports bra is different because that's more material.
Yeah, it's a shirt. Right?
It's almost like a shirt. It's like
even
a
then. I gotta say, the hoodie is clearly it is a second layer design. What if you get hot? You're stuck. Now you're trapped in this hoodie until you get back home. That sucks. That causes road rage.
The hoodie provides you options.
Yeah,
you are wearing something underneath.
So I mean, think about it. The hoodie is second, possibly even third layer. We're talking about layers. So if a hoodie is a layer, so you can remove a layer, and now you can't because boobies are out.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep.
I think the answer is obvious.
It is designed to be a multiple layer.
Yeah.
Where?
So your belly button also cannot touch the fabric, right?
Right.
No.
Okay.
Agreed.
What about this? What about wearing a polo shirt, a T-shirt for man or woman? I don't care. You wear a white T-shirt underneath that, right? You don't just wear a polo shirt.
What's that again?
A polo shirt. Collared shirt with like 3 buttons or like a Henley.
Well, some people do.
You wear a T-shirt underneath that.
Because say you just got out of the ocean and
so 3-button no, not necessarily.
Oh.
No, you don't need.
You should.
I like that.
I agree that you should.
Yeah.
And if you're taking that stance and you're going free jug hoodie,
right.
You're a hypocrite.
A 3-button hoodie, a 3-button polo, you don't need a shirt.
If it's got a little crocodile on it,
it's short sleeved. Maybe if you're, I don't know.
What if you have frosted tips?
I feel like you should.
Because sometimes those are made.
Have a white shirt on.
Those are kind of like a fitted made. You know, if you put an undershirt on it, you're kind of thickening yourself.
There are
up a little bit.
like golf shirts that might be fitted that maybe there's an argument to be made because they are short-sleeved. And I think anything short-sleeved could qualify as a first layer.
Yeah. I was just hanging with my buddy at when we were young. He sings for a band called Motion City Soundtrack, and they're back. This is a badass band. If you haven't checked them out, and we were talking because it was like 98 degrees. It was the desert, right?
Great band.
And I've never seen Justin in a short sleeve shirt, and I don't know if he has like a long sleeve thing, but he's always wearing long sleeve. And we were talking about what we were wearing because I was in a suit,
Right.
and I was like, I gotta be in a suit though. Why are you in this? And he said, "Oh man, I've always had no style, and I'm just trying to do my own style." And he had a plaid button-up collared shirt, button up to the top, with a T-shirt over the thing, and it was a look.
What look is that?
It was a look.
Is that
dude.
George
Ragdoll
Washington?
or something.
But this is one of the most creative guys on the planet. So he looks like a
Is
creative
he trying
guy.
to start a thing?
I don't think Justin's trying to do anything except for just be Justin, man.
Which
I
one's
don't know if that's
Justin?
going to take.
A singer.
Oh, singer. Okay.
Yeah, but like it was kind of a cool look on him. If you know him, if
looks
you love that
cool. He
band,
can
you're
pull
like
off anything,
Yeah,
man.
he can pull off anything. So, but if I saw him in a grocery store and I didn't know him, I would be like,
freaking
wow,
weirdo.
that's it's an interesting choice.
So it's a button up with a T-shirt over it?
Yeah. He had a red plaid button up, buttoned all the way to the top so you can see the collar, with a white T-shirt over it.
Odd.
I don't know. That seems odd to me. Somebody emailed in.
It's coming back, man.
I hardly ever wear a shirt under a hoodie. Sports bra and bra, same deal. The hoodie is basically like a crew neck or sweater without a hood. Are you all wearing shirts under those too? Did you think that was strengthening your argument? If you're wearing a sweater with raw dog,
Oh boy.
you are a psycho.
Yeah,
that
that's
is.
Oh, a sweater?
Not
Are you out of
legal.
your mind?
Like, yeah, yes, you should wear a shirt under a sweater
You're
or a
just asking
sweatshirt.
for a rash.
A crew neck sweater.
itchy.
If you're wearing a crew neck sweater, you have a shirt on under
Of
that.
course.
Okay, thank you.
I have a sweater on right now, and I got a nice blouse underneath.
I can't believe someone is just out there putting on like a wool sweater.
from
just-
Stacy?
Yeah. What's going on?
Stacy.
Stacy.
Seek help. All right, listen, we got to take one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Before we get out of here, we got to shout out the sponsors on our head. And thanks to all 5 of these companies for making very generous donations to the Song Society. We start with King Scott, the sponsor on your head.
My sponsor is EPC. They're over there in St. Charles,
Thank you,
and they have
EPC.
this awesome Halloween costume contest going on right now through the 31st, and every day it's 8 to 5, so swing on by EPC, and they're giving away all kinds of great prizes, and they have prizes for the most creative costumes. That's for kids and adults both, so swing on by there, and right now through October 28th, they got the Dell Latitude 5400 laptop Windows 11 for only $199, so make sure to join EPC this Halloween and save big and win some great prizes.
All right, thank you, EPC. Thank you, King Scott. My head is sponsored by Bombshell Construction Services. Bombshell Construction Services specializes in high-end residential and commercial development. Check them out on Facebook, and you'll see why it isn't built until it's Bombshell built. Thank you, Bombshell Construction, for your donation to the Song Society. Moon.
My guys over at River City Tree Service. Check it out, rivercitytreeservice.com, 314-270-8071. They do everything trees, tree removal, tree trimming, storm damage, residential and commercial. 314-270-8071, rivercitytreeservice.com. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Learn.
Well, I feel like this company was built for me. I am an elder emo, and it's called Elder Emo Co., a woman-owned clothing brand. They have all sorts of original artwork inspired by emo punk and alternative culture. If you are into horror, they have all sorts of seasonal shirts right now at elderemoco.com. Great gifts if you have like a punk rock friend in your life. You need to get them over to elderemoco.com. It was never a phase. It's a lifestyle.
Thank you, Elder Emo. And finally, Rafe.
Last but certainly not least, fired up jellies and jams. A whole lot of sweet with just a little heat. Oh, I wanted it after a little heat.
Say it again.
Whole lot of sweet with just a little heat. Boom, that's the heat. Available at Schnucks in the deli section or order online right now, just in time for the holidays. firedupjnj.com.
Oh, can I get one of those River City Tree Service timber? Thank you.
Oh, wait, can I get one? You're so punk rock! Elder Emo
How about
Co.
this?
Oh, man.
EPC, play Minesweeper on a PC. 3D print something.
All right.
All right.
Today's podcast is titled...
Today's podcast is titled Pulled the Honker.
Pulled the
honker.
Pulled the honker. Tomorrow,
See
big
what that
show.
means.
Tomorrow, big show. Mystery guest around 8:15.
Exciting.
It's exciting. And
I'm scared.
Another Freak of the Year quarterfinal matchup.
Man, big day.
All right. Anything else, guys? Got to get out of here.
No, sir.
It's already 10:07. Donnie is drinking a lot of coffee.
He's got a knife in the hallway.
Yep, he's ready to shank me as I walk out. We leave you with a selection from our Team Riz Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shots, hotshotsnet.com/Team Riz. From Highland, Illinois, Philip Winkler is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Phil wants to hear this, and here it is. We'll see you tomorrow. Done it next. Bye.
Goodbye.